Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Kaboom, kabloom, kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. I was in my room trying to teach my little sister. Then I heard a boom and it sounded like a missile. Who that is, what that was, oh that granny, she does. What the fuck they hit her with, what the hell they hit her with, a freaking Bazooka bitch. Every time I close my eyes I'm drawing pictures of that blitz. Every time I close my eyes I'm thinking about how they did you quick. Granny, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and forgive and forget. I don't know what you want me to do. You gon' slide, you gon' lose your whole crew. Homicide when I think about you. If you was our nigga, what would you do? Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah.
Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Kaboom, kabloom, kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom. I was in my room trying to teach my little sister. Then I heard a boom and it sounded like a missile. Who that is, what that was, oh that granny, she does. What the fuck they hit her with, what the hell they hit her with, a freaking Bazooka bitch. Every time I close my eyes I'm drawing pictures of that blitz. Every time I close my eyes I'm thinking about how they did you quick. Granny, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and forgive and forget. I don't know what you want me to do. You gon' slide, you gon' lose your whole crew. Homicide when I think about you. If you was our nigga, what would you do? Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah.
Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
Okay. All right. Let's address the elephant in the room. Rena B. Thanks a lot for stealing my fucking wife, you whore! Hi, Fox. Hi, Goat. Hi, Ben. Hi, Captain C. Where did Captain C's message go? Oh, no, don't tell me it's doing it again. Oh, no, Captain C's there. Hi, Koopla. Hey, Rena. Hi, Typhlosion. You still have a chance. I have a fun video? Okay. I was gonna say, I don't actually have videos. I don't... Is there... I haven't been able to pay attention to the actual dramas that have been happening because I have been spending time with my wife's family. So I literally haven't had any time. Look, Rest in peace, Granny. I have no videos. Look at how up at the top there's no videos to like watch. Have you heard about the Iran drama? I am going to be doing this today mostly. I did some off-screen grinding. Look at. I got Norith, Ben, Captain C, and Zaki D up to level 30. I worked really hard to get them there. God damn it. I've been working really hard to get them there. But yeah, we can watch something. Beware of Beware. Yeah, let's do this as a starter video.
Oh no, I'm lost. Wow.
Let's do this as a starter video. Let's just get started. Was that Tectone? Yeah. Oh, we can watch 90 Day Fiancé recaps. Like, that would actually go kind of hard. Yeah. Are you able to send some 90 Day Fiancé recaps?
Oh, no,
I would do that.
I'm lost. Wow.
We'll do some we'll do some viewer submissions. Here, let's do this as well.
Beware. It's saying hello. Beware. Beware. Looks so cuddly. Perfect for my first Alola Pokemon. I love making friends.
Thank you, Marcus, for the memberships.
What?
Welcome at Rina-B.
I forgot it says words.
Hello, princess.
Thank you, Marcus,
Who's
for the
leaving you?
memberships.
Finally, I'm sliding into
Welcome
DMs.
at Toddrockery8075.
These are some new names. I have not heard these names in my
Thank
entire...
you, Marcus, for the memberships. Welcome at Hebob-QP4TV.
I've never heard these
Hello,
names in my
princess.
life. Who's
Thank
March,
you, Marcus,
baby?
for the memberships.
Oh my
Welcome at
goodness.
Spunkiladuto.
We're so deep into the Marcus
Hello,
name, nobody even
princess.
knows what March baby is anymore.
Thank you, Marcus, for the memberships. Welcome at High_as_fuck.
Dude, we're getting new names. I mean, Rena's not new, but Todd Ruckery, Spawn Killed, Hebop, High as fuck. Usually we get like names that I've heard of that get donated gifts. I've never seen these in my entire life. Who is Marcus? Start of the month. We always got to do this.
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb.
Remember, this is the only Beware we see in Aloha.
That is true. That is
Hello,
literally true.
princess.
Thank you for the $2 Canadian, Captain C.
Thank you, Marcus, for the memberships.
I've never heard
Welcome
these
at
names
Ice Cream
before.
1240.
Hello, princess.
Head to Brap. Are they like? I'm dead serious. These
Thank
might
you,
be
Marcus,
bots. You
for the
might be onto
memberships.
something.
Welcome at W207KK.
They're all new.
Hello, princess.
Thank you, Marcus, for the memberships. Welcome at Teeny Tiny Tiny 22.
Teeny
Hello,
Tiny Tony, I know.
princess.
Rena and Teeny Tiny Tony.
Thank you,
Those
Marcus, for
are
the memberships.
people I know.
Welcome at Grizzly Bear.
Loyal lurkers.
Hello, princess.
True, I guess.
Thank you, Marcus, for the memberships. Welcome at Demarshy.
Yeah, dude, I've literally never heard these names in my entire life. Like, usually when I do the gifted memberships and it goes to a lurker, it's like, at least I've seen the name before. It went to like fucking 9 people or 8 people that I've never heard of before in my entire life. This is interesting.
It's OT on top and I take you wherever you go. I'm wherever you know. And I don't care if you're heavy or not. And I'll be working on that if you're ready or not. Yeah, it's OT out town.
Okay, why is they making a hard edit for Beware?
And when you know about the pain and
Out of all the Pokemon in the universe, they made a hard edit for Beware.
Things turn to people's phobias. You got clouds, and you got clouds. You got dolls. You got
Grizzly Bear is around. Oh, they must just be very new. We're getting like a new age of viewers. I've said this in the past, like it's like we get like new age viewers like all the time.
dolls. You got teddy bears, and you got. And despite looking like an Ursaring playing just to impress, this Beware is the biggest demon in Alola. Facts! And today we finna break down why using 3 instances of increasing ridiculousness. But first, this video is sponsored by Proton
Not a
VPN, one of the most
sponsor!
trusted VPNs out there online privacy
this
today.
shit
Now
outta
let's
here.
get back to it. Chapter 1. Yes, you're reading that right. Beware had the Team Rocket locked in her den for the whole season.
Yes, that is so
Team Rocket
true.
in some low moments. Damn it, their whole careers is none but
They
low
couldn't
lights.
even leave.
But this shit gotta take the cake. This Beware was force feeding honey straight to their uvulas. Even the moms were getting what the fuck?
Whoa! Wait, I didn't see it. I've never. What? 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 I never remembered that. Wait, that's not okay. Hey, chill. I did not see the call with Himpleton and Perry. Well, we can do that. We'll do 90 Day Fiance and then Himpleton call with Perry. We'll do that. Put it away.
What the fuck? Let me not get ahead of myself. How the hell did they get captured in the first place? Well, it started because they were wandering in this forest looking to catch rare Pokemon for Giovanni. You know, as they do. And this time they actually encountered the very rare Mimikyu. Now, Mimikyu on the outside may look like a poor man's Pikachu, but that cannot be further from the truth. He mogs on the stats, mogs on the typing, and his dex entry.
He's a goat.
He a monster! And Team Rocket got the chance to watch
Mimikyu's
it in
the
battle
goat, bro.
before jumping in and declaring that they were gonna be the ones to catch it. Now, due to Mimikyu's hate for Pikachu, he actually agreed to battle for Jessie. But just as she was about to launch a nasty Shadow Ball, let's be friends! Beware grabs hold, and without so much as a word, she struts off with
You have to
both
like extremely distort. Oh, you do? I can't just like watch 90 Day Fiance like recap shit. That shit is so funny. Damn.
in hand as Rotom reads her dex entry.
Beware, the strong arm Pokemon. It waves its arms in a
Well,
friendly
Crippy,
manner,
I
but
guess
don't
give me
be
the
fooled,
Himpleton
this motherfucker
interview.
has hands. So stay cautious and always remember, beware of beware.
So I'm thinking, yeah, it's up. She about to go eat them. But oh, how I wish it was that quick. They weren't about to go in her mouth, but they weren't about to go anywhere else either. These guys were in prison, damn it, with Beware guarding their only exit. And if you're thinking,
Well, easy. Why not make a break for it?
shut your stupid ass up. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Let's make a break for it and see what happens.
How'd they not die to this thing, by the way? That
No more questions. But I admit,
Beware can like crush your entire body with just one little hug. Like this Beware wanted to like slow cook him. He wanted to really break him down first. Wanted to make him live in a cave and then break him down before he had to fucking crush their souls.
I'm exaggerating a little bit. Beware couldn't just stand by and watch 24/7. So when the coast was clear, Team Rocket was able to sneak out. The only problem was, it wasn't really so much a prison escape as it was more like a temporary recess. Like take this instance here. Team Rocket's first heist in Alola and it's following the script to a T. They capture a bunch of random mons, Pikachu to the rescue, they fall out the balloon, we know how this goes. Next is a T-Bolt and we blasting off again. Except now, let's go home!
Literally, I'm being like, dude, Sun and Moon made me feel bad for Jesse and James. Like, I genuinely started rooting for them in this generation because of their circumstances. Like, they were in the worst possible circumstances because they had to live in a cave where a fucking big ass bear wouldn't let them leave. And anytime they tried to commit like any sort of heinous act, you know, they tried to capture Pokemon or do whatever, it didn't matter. Beware wanted them home. He wanted them home. So, like, they couldn't do anything. They were so limited.
What the fuck? Okay, fine. Let's take a different heist, alright? Team Rocket in a race for an unlimited supply of pancakes with the twerps. And they are a few feet from the finish line, literally about to win, and let's go home!
Like, goddamn!
Do you see the problem? They not blasting off anymore. What the hell is the point of Team Rocket if you don't blast off? The only time they blasted off normally this whole damn season was when they had to follow these niggas on a field trip back to Kanto. They literally had to leave Alola to have a normal interaction with them. Psych! Let's go home! This girl got on a plane, jumped out the plane, grabbed them, and blasted back to Alola herself. They were literally on the water for 3 days. And these are just 3 examples. This was a daily thing for them. There is no method beneath Bewear to bring these motherfuckers back to her den. On the ground, underground, underwater, in the air, from the water to the air, through the roof, on stage, 5-mile verts, from a motorcycle, from a boulder, from a tornado, through the snow, on a rocket fist, teleporting. There was not a situation she could not snatch them back to the den. I cannot stress this enough. Even when it looked certain that they'd be blasting off again, somehow, some way, Bewear would be there. I've even seen them set decoys just to get some
They can't even be fucking blasted off. Beware's there to fucking grab them. He's like, ain't no way I'm letting you get away.
But when Bewear realizes what is happening,
Oh god.
she grabs them, stuffs them into a shopping cart, and flies off a ramp. Fucking hell, bruh. Season 4 Fortnite! And don't get it twisted. You may still think that all of this grabbing and snatching must be nice and cozy since she's a teddy bear.
No.
Believe me, I get it. She evolves from a Pokemon called Stuffle, and her main ability is Fluffy. But these hugs fucking hurt. Look at this shit. If this shit don't mean bones are breaking, I don't know what does. And listen to this. Bewear, what's good with you?
Let's be friends. Chill the fuck out. I can't breathe. Won't let me go.
And now I want y'all to listen to this next part. Raw audio, no Wheezy dubbing. Have you ever seen a character in this show pull this face? Look at the veins! Oh yeah, she died. The episode finished after this. Khalas, it's GG. I went to school grieving. Oh my god, Wheezy, what's wrong? Oh, Jessie died. Oh my god, my condolences. May I ask which Jessie? You know, like, Jessie and James Jessie. You really need to get some bitches, my nigga. Which is just a crazy way to treat someone mourning, but nonetheless, I must confess something to y'all. Despite the capturing and squeezing, it actually wasn't all bad. You see, there was—
They had to tone it down. Beware's like Dex entry basically states like, don't, like, if you literally are not supposed to let it hug you, because if it hugs you, you will die. Like it'll crush your entire like spine and all your bones in your body. That's like the entire point.
Was more after what happened with Bewear snatching Jessie up that I didn't completely show y'all.
No leaving.
This is bullshit. Unhand me, you fucking bear.
Dinner time.
What the hell do you mean dinner time? Please, Bewear, chill. I have so much to live for. And with them trapped in her lair, Bewear fed her honey? Matter of fact, she fed all of them honey.
It's as good as catnip.
What a delicacy.
Wobba Fett.
And now that I think about it, Bewear might be snatching them, but she's low-key getting them out of some tight spots.
That's
like,
true, that's
This tornado
true.
is a twister from a Drampa that they got caught in. Team Rocket don't exactly have a winning record, so it's low-key safe to say that if Bewear interrupts a battle, she's protecting them from an L. Between feeding
That's
them,
kinda true,
rescuing
that's kinda
them,
true.
and bringing them back at curfew, Bewear might not be their captor. Bewear might be their mama. Hey, hold on, bro. Mama Bear low-key giving them a good life.
I mean, that
Free
seems
eats
like
and a
it,
penthouse
right?
and a tree
Mama
that you
Bear stuff.
renovated to be your own HQ, but at the same time, it's the comfort that kills you. And as Bewear continued to shelter Team Rocket from any sort of danger, they started to lose their edge. Like, sure, they were never blasting off anymore or getting hurt, but they weren't making any progress either. After a season,
They made no progress this season, bro.
Constantly, they low-key just lost the hunger. Let me introduce y'all to Stockholm Syndrome, a psychological phenomenon
They
in which
literally-
hostages express—
Like, bro, Ash didn't really have to worry about shit this season. From what I remember, like, they basically they never did anything of, like, value. They never, like, accomplished anything this season. They were just living their best life, I guess.
empathy and have positive feelings towards their captors, sometimes to the point of defending them. AKA, when you get kidnapped and you're like, damn, hold on, my kidnapper's low-key misunderstood. So exactly what's happening here. Like, for example, Ash and them have this whole arc where they dive into an Ultra wormhole. You know, the interdimensional rift where you find Ultra Beasts. Solgaleo was there, Lunala was there, the Tapus were there, Ultra Beast, shit was going down. But you know who wasn't there? Team Rocket. Any other season, a situation like this would be going down and they'd be in the mix finding a way to make this shit about them. But nope, Bewear stopped them from following inside, and by the time they came out, nah, bruh. Y'all looking like the construction workers in Toronto, bro. What the fuck is y'all
They
so
were just
relaxed for?
waiting.
You missed the whole climax, fam. Moving like Indombele, bro. You're not nonchalant, nigga.
Dude,
y'all
their
lazy.
team, the funniest thing is that their team this like season was good. Like Team Rocket, if Beware was their actual Pokemon, right? Beware, Marini, and Mimikyu, that's like not even a bad team. Like if they evolved the Marini to a Toxapex, like that's actually kind of a nice team though. Like that's actually kind of a nice team. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of a crazy team. Like Toxapex in Sun and Moon is low-key kind of goated. It had what's it called? Whatever, something bunker. I forgot the name of the move. Something bunker, but essentially it's just protect, but it adds poison if someone tries to attack you, which is just a better version of protect. And then I think its ability was also really, really, really good. Plus Toxapex's defense stats are just insane. And then Mimikyu in general is just a great Pokemon. Like Mimikyu is just a really good Pokemon.
Only Meowth has been hashtag
Baneful
tapped
Bunker.
in
Baneful
to the
Bunker.
psyops that's going on. When Team Rocket are out in the rain and find a tree that isn't Beware's den, they all deep how comfortable they've gotten in these type of environments, and he pipes up like,
Hey, we've been with that overgrown teddy bear since we popped in on this paradise. We're starting to get declawed, I tell ya.
and they could have taken this epiphany and been like, you're right, it's early in the season, we can turn this shit around and go back to being the big bad demons. So you know what, why don't we take a glance way later in the season at episode 100 to see if that's what they did. Yeah, everybody just open wide. I guess it's honey time. No. Maybe I'm wrong. Fuck Pikachu, fuck Giovanni, fuck Team Rocket. Fuck it, I'll join y'all, why not? Since we all think we Winnie the Pooh in this bitch. Fuck, man. I guess life's just phenomenal for them. What a fantasy. But the thing with fantasies is
it's
that
on
they
Rumble?
fantasies. Chapter
Cryptid?
2, don't poke the bear. Now, keeping Team Rocket captive is one thing, but you gotta keep in mind that's what she did with no resistance. And despite them enjoying their paradise, Team Rocket was neglecting their true responsibilities in Alola, and that shit was about to catch up to them. Meet Matori, Giovanni's secretary since Diamond Pearl. Jesse's jealous of her closest with the boss, and the power dynamic just has never gotten any better on these islands. She needs results, cause he needs results. And as much as I hate hiding stuff from y'all, there may be one teeny weeny microscopic detail that I left out. You know, Team Rocket might've sorta, lied and said that they caught Beware and were gonna send it back to HQ.
You what?
Yes, bro. As these guys were just lazing around being fat, they get a call that went like this.
There seems to be a severe lack of updates coming
Calls in at about 2:15. Okay.
from your side, Team
We'll
Rocket.
definitely check it
Unlike
out.
you, Matori, were actually putting in work instead of being a kiss ass.
I didn't
to
know
the
it's on
boss.
Rumble though.
Is that so? Oh, I mean, we caught new Pokemon, like this one. It's called Mimikyu. I see.
Is that all? Why of course not. We also got this Beware.
Beware. Okay. According to the decks. Okay. Not bad. We expect it to be sent over immediately. So now Team Rocket's in a situation where they gotta catch this demon bear or they get fired. And it goes like this. Maybe we've been so close to Beware this whole time that she wouldn't mind getting caught by us. So she throws a Pokeball and...
Damn! Damn!
Bear just grabbed the Pokeball and turned it to dust. And if that wasn't shocking enough,
Where's the bear at?
it's never been more over. And now Team Rocket is forced to show what type of timing Beware is really on. And the timing she was on right now is planting a tree. And you may be thinking, oh, how cute and motherly, a bit of gardening. This nigga grabbed a fully grown tree, threw it up into the air, soared up to catch it, and slammed it back into the ground. Beware! And then
Let's
Matori himself
go!
got a bit of a taste of the power dynamic going on here. Boom! Boom! I'm not gonna lie, this shit started making me uncomfortable. Deadass, bro. Now, Team Rocket
It's
BS
so
the story about
fucking
how they needed
weird.
Beware to catch an even deadlier Pokemon, which was enough to send Matori home. But not without a little bit of finesse. She basically kidnapped Beware's biological kid
Oh
Stuffle,
my
hoping that
goodness!
it'd evolve into the same type of demon. But Meowth caught on and hit a little switcheroo,
Okay, let's see what we got here. Stuffle, that's right.
effectively forcing Meowth back to Giovanni with no knowledge of when he'd
Wait,
return.
Meowth just full sentence?
What the fuck you
Oh
thought
my
this
goodness.
was? Bag! She left Matori's airship literally crash landing
Bro.
who knows where. This is attempted murder, bruh.
He caused a fucking plane crash just to get Meowth to come back. Bro, this guy's actually a menace.
To avoid any more annoyance coming from
Have you seen A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms yet? I've watched. I waited for all seven. I'm waiting for all 7 episodes to come out, but I have watched up to 3. Episode 3, I believe, is how far I've gone. I really love it. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. I know season 8 really ruined the show, but I love Game of Thrones. I've watched it like 3 different times. I love Game of Thrones. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is just really good.
That's why I'm telling y'all. Come on, say it with me. Beware of beware. And chapter 3. Now, we've seen the glimpses of
Pheromosa.
Beware's ability. The vert, the strength, the overall athleticism is there. But the one
I thought
thing
there were
we
7
yet
episodes.
to see is, do this mama bear got real hands? 1-to-1 combat. Well, let's find out. And to find out, we must go over the tale of the Ultra Beast, Pheromosa. Now, Pheromosa is this alien bug who one night decided to descend onto the Earth from the Ultra Wormhole. And that same night, Hala, the island kahuna, was in his workshop tinkering on a Z-Ring, probably thinking to himself, damn, I wonder what my bitch of a grandson Hao is doing right now. I still don't forgive his ass for this shit. But when he hears something outside, he steps out like, you could come out now. And suddenly, Pheromosa scurries towards the door. Hala sends out Hariyama to block her attack, and they start getting into it until... And after the stare down of doom,
Damn.
she struts into Hala's workshop, robs the nigga of his Z crystal, then darts out without a trace.
Why?
So the gang comes together after this happened and decided that they gotta stop Pheromosa from stealing any more Z crystals and sent her ass back through the Ultra Wormhole. And where was her next stop? And despite needing to use force the first time around, she was able to use different methods this time.
Hello there, Pheromosa. Well, aren't you the prettiest bug I ever laid my hands on? May I interest you in a Pechaberry? It's shaped like the full heart I have for you.
Pheromosa
I finished the
simply
book like a month ago, and I've just been binge watching all 3 shows.
turned to her left. saw
Your life is
James
leaving you
polishing
where?
two
Yeah,
Z
Rena stole
crystals,
her from me.
And Roundhouse kicked the shit out of him to rob him too. And remember the Pechaberry? You're not safe either.
Damn!
Jesse. Just like that, she's out. Look at this maneuver. She's a demon. Now at this point, you can only imagine what's running through Mama Bear's head as she comes home and sees this tomfoolery. But we'll get to that soon. So now at this point, the whole island damn near got robbed. So they decide to lay a trap. They set all their Z crystals on this honey trap, thinking it would lure Pheromosa in, and then boom, they got her. But of course, Sipiouth blew the cover and jumped into the honey his damn self, letting Pheromosa jump on his face like the doormat he is, rob all the crystals, and jump off with ease. And look at the rat trying to get a lick in. It's not happening, little bro. This shit was getting bad, bro. Somehow these guys thought using another Z move was the play, but naturally with 2 sweeps that shit ain't happening either. Even Team Rocket tried to get involved.
We just need
but
Beware.
Shit was not shaking. Not gonna lie, it looked to be over until Stuffle walks in. And if Stuffle walks in, that means
That means Beware's there. Oh god.
as you can see,
Oh,
Pheromosa
God.
broke the only rule of the video.
Oh, God.
Beware of beware.
Oh my god.
Beware slides in and slams a punch that gets parried before Pheromosa turns around and launches an attack of her own. But that shit don't matter. Beware's going for kill shots. This man
Wait, hold
grabs
on.
a
Beware's
boulder,
kinda cooking,
slams it
though.
right in front of her to block her vision and dashes towards her. Dinner time! She not talking about no honey. Bang! Slammed straight into the wall. Full CTE, full concussion. Beware struts towards her, but Pheromosa got one more in her. She spins round and round and round and round. Whole arena's dizzy, and she closes in for a shot in the neck. But
That's crazy.
get
God
your
damn.
bitch ass out of here! Leaving the Pheromosa laid out on the ground like the bug she is. And just like that, Beware picks up her children's belongings, picks up themselves, and dashes back to the den, where they, you guessed it, had a feast as they always do.
This bear is insane.
W Beware, W Mother, W Family. That's all from me today, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And
The
once
Beware
again,
is
huge
just
shout out to
insane, bro. The Beware is just insane. This bear has ultra instinct. Like, bro, that thing is literally so goated. They never caught it. They never caught that bear. That's actually insane. They never caught it. That would have been so insane if they caught it. Okay, I gotta watch this on Rumble.
About how
Hold on. I gotta watch this on Rumble. And give me just 1 second. Let me get this, like... Let me get this pulled up. It turned a Pokeball to dust. I know, that thing is actually so goated. You said 215? Okay, here's Himpy. Here is Himpy.
Hellbent. By which I mean Catty.
I'm hellbent.
Yeah, no, you got me there. You're not
By saying
Hellbent. Sorry, Himpleton's calling me.
What? I wonder what happens with this Himpleton call. I'm like genuinely curious. Here, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do the because it's, let's see. We'll do this.
What's up, Pimpleton?
What's up?
I mean, you called me, so I figured you had something to say.
Yeah, be advised, Himpleton does call him an F slur a couple of times. Oh, no wonder this is on Rumble. Fuck. Is this a risk I'm willing to take? Is this a risk I'm willing to take? I do not miss drinking, man. Dude, drinking is not good. Drinking's actually like not fun, and it is pretty bad. And it's almost like, you know what's like fucking hilarious? I've learned that this new generation doesn't drink very much. And a lot of it is because I'm assuming is because one, it's expensive, right? Like you can't really afford it. And two, it's just not fun. Like there's nothing fun about drinking, which I've been saying for like a million times over. But for some reason, all the millennials and old people have to be like, actually drinking is super cool and awesome. And you're just a loser. Hi, Remy. But, all right, let's listen in on this.
You called me first.
That's not true. I mean, it says right here, him started the call. So, that's not true.
Okay, here.
Here?
I don't drink, Rena. I've never drank. You're drinking with the wrong people, Ben. I just think it's like, I don't know. It's like I've said before. I just think drinking's like pointless. I feel like you can have fun without being drunk. Especially because, like, for example, like, imagine you get so drunk that you don't remember. Then, like, how are you going to remember the fun night you just had? Or, like, your night's, like, fuzzy. Like, if you don't drink, then imagine the fun you just had. Now you can remember the fun you just had. Plus, I also think the newer generation's not drinking as much because I think gaming is becoming more of a, like, gaming and being online is so much more popular that people are on things like Discord more often where they're too busy, like, playing video games together or doing, like, stuff online together to the point where you're not, like, just drinking isn't even in the back of your mind. Like, it's just not there anymore. Marcus is Mormon, by the way. I am not Mormon. Oh, also, Perry called Himpleton first, and Perry was so drunk he forgot he called him. Oh, okay. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes.
That you called me.
No, that's fair enough. I did call you, I guess, first. What do you want to say, man?
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb.
I don't really have anything to say. I'm just.
Holy vent, bro.
No, that's actually kind of funny. Hold on, I gotta listen to. Thank you for the $2, Chris.
That's not true. I mean, it says right here, him started the call. So, that's not true.
That's not true. That's not true.
Okay, here.
I have a screenshot to prove it that you called me. Oh.
I just sent you a screenshot that shows that you called me.
No, that's fair enough. I did call you, I guess, first. What do you want to say,
That's
man?
fair enough. I guess I call you first. He's so drunk, bro. Bro, he's so drunk.
I don't really have anything to say. I'm just calling you because you called me.
I apologize for calling you. When obviously I do disagree with you.
Holy shit! Chris, thank you for the 10 gifted
Princess.
memberships. Oh, we got one to Perry. We got one to Astro John.
Thank you, Chris, for the
Bro,
membership.
everyone here is
Welcome at
new.
Salty Sea Dog 4719.
It's all new
Hello,
people.
Princess.
Thank you, Chris, for the memberships. Welcome at Perry Juice.
It's genuinely all new
Hello,
people.
Princess.
It's gotta be bots.
Thank you, Chris,
It's
for the
gotta be.
memberships.
We gotta bring Remy
Welcome
out.
at
Actually,
Johnny.
no, Remy can sit in the box for this one because we
Hello,
got the
Princess.
flying type gem. I really don't want to risk it with that.
Thank you, Chris, for the memberships. Welcome at Ola Seal.
Hello,
Holy
Princess.
shit, Chris. Holy shit.
Thank you, Chris, for the memberships. Welcome at Aster0_J0HN2.
Chris, holy
Hello,
fuck.
Princess.
Thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you for the 20 gifted
Thank
memberships.
you, Chris, for the
Holy
memberships.
shit, Chris.
Welcome at Jenny-T1E1N.
Who the hell is
Hello,
Dickers? Yeah,
Princess.
who's this Dickers guy? I've seen Spicy
Thank you,
Baja.
Chris, for the membership.
I've seen
Welcome
Jesus
at
Cow.
Guy-09R.
I've seen Kaylee.
Hello,
Aesthetic.
princess.
Thank you, Chris, for the
Holy
membership.
shit, Chris.
Welcome at Johnny Silverfinger.
It's not gonna end, is it?
Hello, princess.
It's not gonna end, is it?
Thank you, Chris, for the membership.
It's just gonna keep fucking
Welcome
going.
at Hello Vianite.
It's just gonna keep fucking going.
Hello, princess.
Name? Name what? What do you
Thank
want?
you, Chris, for the memberships.
Hi, Cody.
Welcome at Jaxie.
Hello, princess.
Can you kill a Pokemon? Is that a...
Thank you, Chris, for the memberships. Welcome at Dickers.
Oh, I just realized kill a Pokemon is
Hello,
a $20 mem...
Thank you, Chris, for the memberships.
I
Welcome
just
at Spicy Baha.
realized.
Hello, princess.
Thank you, Chris, for the memberships.
Okay.
Welcome
I'll
at
kill,
Saberage.
Hello, princess.
What's your best Pokemon?
Thank you, Chris,
my
for
best
the
Pokemon,
memberships.
huh? It's this one.
Welcome
it's this
at
one. It's a North,
Margota.
actually. It's a North. It's actually
Hello,
North.
princess.
It's actually North.
Thank you, Chris,
Kill
for
me.
the
Kill me.
memberships.
Kill
Welcome
me.
at
Why,
Wildo.
Remy? Why?
Hello,
You don't like
princess.
Remy? You don't like Remy?
Thank you, Chris, for the memberships. Welcome at Jesus Cow.
Oh.
Hello, princess.
I have a Gyarados. I just got my Gyarados.
Thank you,
I
Chris,
have
for the
Captain
memberships.
C. I just worked on training
Welcome
them
at
all
Geneva
up.
Sagwan.
Hello, princess.
Is this Asian
Thank you,
woman the
Chris,
princess?
for the memberships.
Oh,
Welcome at Kaylee Aesthetic.
the person talking.
Hello, princess.
Holy fuck, bro! It's still going. Is it almost done? It's gotta be.
Thank you, Chris, for the memberships. Welcome at Skills Gutitious.
Hello,
God,
princess.
it's still going. Your choice, Chris. Your choice. These are my
Thank you,
live
Chris,
Pokemon.
for the memberships.
These are the ones
Welcome
that are
at
alive.
Ibigorar 7892.
Fuck, man. Fuck. I know. I see now what Chris was doing. I see what he was doing now. It's your choice, I guess. I mean, if you let me choose, then I'll pick. You know, I'll definitely pick. You know, I'll pick. Yeah. There. There. There, that works. Yeah, that works. That works. Goat in the Gyarados. Goat? Where's the goat? Oh, fuck. The goat. The Gyarados is gone. I just fucking trained this thing. That's fine. I didn't need Gyarados anyways. You should buy English lesson. English. I should buy English lessons for my fucking self, dude. I can't speak. Goat? What do you mean goat? There's no goat on my team. There is no goat. I don't know what you mean. XY was seriously my favorite go for a timid Noivern holding Life Orb with U-Turn, Boom Burst, Hurricane, and Dark Pulse. God damn, I won a championship with it. Good luck. God damn. Wait, what? We got like an actual champion in our fucking chat. Hi, Kaylee. I didn't know you did that. That's crazy. What the fuck? What the hell? We're in Oras right now, but so I can't get a Noivern. I don't know if Noivern's an available Pokemon.
Hello,
Remy, thank you for
princess.
becoming a member. I don't know what
Thank
Chris
you for
means
the
by
memberships.
goat.
Welcome
so
at Remy Lebo _
I don't know what he means by goat. There's no goat. I don't know what he means by goat, so I'm going to assume he means Remy, because Remy's like close to a goat. I did see the Gen 10 trailer. For now, I'll just put Remy in the box, in the dead side, until Chris says something. I think that's what he means. Because there's no goat. Yeah, I saw the Gen 10 trailer. You weren't here for it. It was actually, I genuinely think there's definitely some optimism. You know what I'm excited for? I actually pre-ordered Pokotopia, and I can't lie to you, the game looks like really good. And I'm excited because I think the game definitely lit a fire under like I think the game lit a fire under Game Freak to lock in, because I think they hired Dragon Quest, the people who made Dragon Quest, to make Pokotopia, and Pokotopia is so far, according to critics, is like the best Pokemon game apparently ever. Which I'm not going to take critics, I'm not going to take them too seriously. Like, obviously they're critics, I don't really give a fuck, but I don't know. I that sounds pretty promising, in my opinion. Which started I like the most so far? Gekwa. I liked Gekwa the most. Why is Steven here? Thank you for the 99 cents. Shit. I used to competitive bread. They won, I think, 2012 or 2013 with Mega Manectric. Sorry, just noticed it was Oras. Still applies. Have to go, but good luck. Pokotopia rated 90, best rated yet. Well, good luck, Kaylee, on whatever you need to do. Thank you for stopping by and letting us know about that. That was pretty cool. And hopefully Pokotopia is good. My wife wanted me to get it early release so she can get the Ditto plushie. That you get a Ditto plushie with it if you get it early release. And she wanted the Ditto plushie. So I ended up doing that. I can't remember where the fucking gym is, I'm gonna be honest.
With regards to the Brandon situation, I think you're being gay and you're trying to like get his like approval.
An actual champion in her
I
gym.
absolutely
Okay,
wanna,
there's
like,
the gym.
engage
There's the
with
gym.
us
I
in
missed
this
it. I missed it.
current
I just missed it.
Status.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard all of your arguments. You've heard all of my arguments. I just don't
actually
know
need to
why.
buy stuff.
I
I
don't
just
think it would
realized.
be very productive. I think we're kind of at a stalemate on that one.
Right.
I could buy 59 of these
So,
things. Okay, let's just do...
Why'd you call me?
Well, because you were calling me and I responded.
Why'd you
back.
call me? Because you
No,
were
I'm talking about
calling
when you initially called me. Why did you initially
Oh,
call
I
me?
know, but regardless, the answer is because you called me back.
That doesn't make any sense, dude.
Well, does it make sense that I would call and you would call back, so I would call you?
Well, have a good day,
No, but
Sylveon
why-
or,
oh my
or
God.
Kaylee.
You know what
have
I'm
a good
asking,
day.
dude. Why did you initially
No,
call
I
me?
general because it was like a response to your like earlier allegations, which on Twitter, but like I thought you want to talk about that.
What are my earlier allegations?
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb.
TM Neb.
Go get a trap inch
The
and
trap
name it
inch,
TM
trap inch
Neb.
is a huge pull. Let's get this gym. Let's get the gym first, so I can activate Fly, so I can actually use Fly. But that's huge. Thank you for the $5, Ben.
It's like 3 months ago, so I don't remember.
Wait, allegations I made against you?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I
Dude,
forgot.
all
It's
I did was respond to one tweet
how
of
do I
yours and say that you
how do
like
I
attention.
reveal the
Is that not
Kecleon?
true? Would you dispute that?
Well, I wouldn't
Don't we all
dispute
like
that, but
attention?
just in
How do I
general,
do
the
this
idea
again?
that like me liking attention is a counter to the idea that Brandon Booking was
I forgot
scamming.
how.
I feel like that's quite weak.
Was that not a bait post whatsoever? Was it not charged
Hmm.
in a certain way to be bait?
Is it my post or your post?
Your post.
Right.
I actually
mean, it's
Cryptid.
like-
Are you here? Are you still here, Cryptid? What's the context behind this? What's the context behind this? Is this a TM situation? Do I need to get like a TM out or something? I completely forgot how to reveal the Kecleon. I'm gonna keep it real. I kind of forgot how this works. Oh man, I lost my surf, bro. I lost my one Pokemon that knows surf. Yeah, I forgot how this works. Steven first. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll have to go get Trapinch in a sec. We'll get Trapinch later, after we take care of the gym so I can fly back, because I don't want to like surf all the way back. Himpleton replied to Perry's Brandon Buckingham tweet, and Perry has been calling him out for a debate. Brandon Buckingham responded to Perry claiming Brandon was fake being in the hospital. Oh, is Himpleton like against Perry? Is Himpleton anti-Perry? Is that what we're working with right now? Are we working with a anti-Perry from Himpy, from Mr. Himpy? Battle me, bitch.
Every post I make is quote unquote a bait post, insofar as I'm okay with people responding to it. I feel like that's the default nature of a
Correct.
post on the internet.
Correct.
so
So
if
that's
you
exactly
agree
what
with
I was
me-
saying.
I will
So that's
never
exactly
know.
what
So
No,
it's
yeah,
but
I
it's
will never know
irrelevant for you
either.
to
This
say
is
that. If you
so
agree
silly.
that like every post on the internet is for attention, why we say, oh, this post specifically by Pro Power Gaming is for attention? It doesn't make any sense.
Because it was very clearly geared to get a response, right? And it was
I
geared pretty
disagree.
hyperbolically to get
It
a
was
response.
geared to try and encourage people not
Perry, do you or do
donate
you
to
not
Pro
say
Power
very
Gaming.
hyperbolic things on your streams and on your platforms in order to
What's
get attention?
hyperbolic mean? I am trying to
hyperbolic
inform
mean?
people that Brandon Buckingham is coming, and so yeah, of course I'm
Right.
going to be.
Your content is
accessible
merely
enough.
informative. You're right, man.
Well, not just
So what was up with
informative. But I'm trying to inform
like-
people. It's not just informative.
Okay. So it's not just so it is just informative or it's not just
No,
informative?
I said it's both informative and, of course, satirical and comedic.
Okay. So is there not an element of hyperbole involved in that? Like you
Sure.
can believe some of the elements of what you're saying, but
I
you
actually
certainly
don't have a
hyperbolize
Pokemon
it
for
and
this.
potentially even exaggerate it.
I'm
in order
weak to water
get a
types,
bigger
like
reaction.
bad.
Is that true or is that not?
Have I hyperbolized it? Yes. Have I exaggerated it? In what sense, right?
Please
Obviously,
don't
there's
die.
ways
Oh,
in which
that
it's
doesn't do anything.
it's exaggerated, but you'd have to be specific in which
Yes, Himpy
way
hates
you're.
Perry.
Well, I think
To be fair, I said this last stream. To be fair, I'm not the type to say you should associate with Perry. I think Perry's dug himself a bit of a hole. I know a lot of people think like and say that he's like won and everything, and he's like, oh, he's winning, yes, yes. But I think Perry's definitely dug himself a hole. There's like a limit to what I think you should be doing on the internet and what you can do on the internet. Especially when it comes to like trolling people or making massive bold claims or just saying crazy shit in general. And I think Perry definitely has pushed the boundary to the point where there's definitely a few people that refuse to want to associate with the guy. And then there's definitely some people who like, you know what I mean? Like he's kind of just dug himself a hole is what I think. So.
can we both agree that the
Not
is it
yet,
plugged in
Captain C.
thing
Not
is
yet.
a
Right
bit
now
of a
you're a
retarded
normal.
take, right?
Right
Well,
now,
it was
Captain C
obviously
is a
not
normal
plugged in.
flying.
Come on, let's be honest
Right.
here. It obviously
So-
wasn't plugged in.
Well, exactly, and that's not for dispute. But I mean, like any layman with like the ability to Google something can figure out the fact that there's stuff that runs on batteries, right? And for its if
Sure,
it's
but
a
I'm trying to
rechargeable battery-
inform my layman audience and as well as the layman audience that don't use Brandon Buckingham.
Like I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I sound super soy saying this or super retarded saying this, but let's just put this into perspective. If this wasn't Perry doing all of this, and this was somebody that the community overall doesn't really like let's say this is somebody in a different space, like in the Destiny space or in another space, this whole entire community would be dogging on that person, calling him a terrible person, basically snarking the guy. But because it's Perry, all of a sudden it's like okay because he's doing all of this stuff. Now it automatically like makes it okay because it's Perry. And it's cool when Perry does it, but it's not cool when anybody else does it. It's only cool when Perry does it. That's like my issue with that's kind of my issue with the space is like there's not much consistency. There's not much consistency there, which is my problem. Yeah, is this a different route? I'm pretty sure this is a different route, right? Yeah, Route 20. I do get an encounter. What do we got here? What can we get in this route?
It doesn't necessarily
but
need
so,
to be plugged
but
in.
so would you not agree that like is it plugged in and stuff like
Would
that
this
is,
actually
like,
be a good
kind of
mon?
Exaggeratory like
A
bait
Gloom?
posting so that it gets more
A
attention on
Vileplume
what
would
you're
be a
trying to
good
say.
Pokemon actually. I'm gonna go for that.
Exaggerate
I'm
bait
saying-
posting. Well, it's
I
true
think
that
that
it's
might
plugged
be a
in,
good move.
but obviously me mentioning that it's plugged in might be seen
and creating so
as
much
it being
emphasis on it,
exaggerative.
right?
Well,
Creating so much emphasis on it as a point.
I clarify
right? It
in
gets people-
numerous points that it being not plugged in doesn't necessarily mean that it's not like a actual medical procedure. However, the idea that Brandon Buckingham is going to sit there and do like a medical GoFundMe without clarifying that, I feel like it's a
Dude, did I kill it?
Place.
Oh!
No.
Captain C's too strong. You're a Swablu. What do you mean? You're a Swablu. Why are you killing? Oh my. Why is the Swablu strong? Why is the Swablu able to one-shot a Gloom? God damn it, bro. Get out of my face. God damn it. Fuck. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess. I don't even know anymore.
Needs to clarify the fact that it's not plugged in for
No, he needs to
I gotta take a
clarify
math
that
test in
he's
20
actually a
minutes.
drug
Harry
addict
is
and
so
he's
drunk.
actually
Yeah,
a,
he's
where's the
definitely
proof that he's
very,
a drug
very
addict?
drunk.
Well, probably through the numerous videos of his where he's shown himself doing drugs.
So I've only seen one video of his where he does the fentanyl thing, which is again one video, which I would agree with.
Fentanyl
previous point that you
specifically.
made. Yeah,
Sure, but there's
is
numerous other
very
videos where he
chemically
does
addictive.
drugs.
I understand.
Numerous kinds.
Okay, what kinds of drugs? And can you?
Okay,
show me these
okay,
videos
okay.
are linked to-
Okay. This is one thing I will disagree with Himpleton on. Let's be brutally honest, man. Let's be so fucking real. Brandon definitely has some level of drug abuse, or he has done probably more than just what he's let on. Okay, let's just be real. You don't get into a hospital dying unless you've done something to yourself. You don't get put into a hospital on the brink of death from just out of the blue, out of randomness. It's gotta be a fucking like mixture of things that you're doing to yourself. Now, stress is probably one of them. Like, he's definitely putting himself through like extremely high stress. And that's fair. But mixing drugs with high stress and also just all the shit he does, yeah, I can understand maybe causing that to your body. Maybe he has like a family history. Maybe the family doesn't have like a very good heart condition or whatever. Maybe I wouldn't be able to tell you. But like, to say that he isn't doing like a copious amounts of drugs, or at least he's not like, dude, he's done some pretty hard stuff, right? He's trying hard things. To say that he isn't at least doing at least something is a little silly. He's definitely trying things, especially going a little deeper than just trying. Okay, let's keep it real. Absolutely get unlucky and have this sort of thing can snowball. Yeah, if you have like a family hit, your liver and your body does not fail out of randomness, man. That doesn't happen. You gotta be like a 1 in a million chance, man. 1 in a billion chance. Let's be brutally honest. You don't just randomly get organ failure out of nowhere unless you're doing something to yourself. You can't be... I don't think I've ever seen a case of a random human getting organ failure unless it was a result of something like maybe cancer or something, which he doesn't have. It's not like this is like some sort of cancer or something that's popped up or something else. He just, out of the blue, apparently he's like dying. You know, like, it's just, you can have multi-organ failure and sepsis if you get a runaway infection. Yeah, but what do you think? Where do you think he's getting the infections from? I guess is what I would say. Like, how do I? Sorry, I'm not putting this correctly. This sort of thing isn't that uncommon. Aaron, it's pretty uncommon. It's pretty uncommon, man. It's not very common for a person to randomly start having organ failure. Organ failure is not something you just get. You don't just get organ failure out of the blue. That's not like something that just happens. You have to be a very random off chance for something like that to happen. It's not every day you see a person get organ failure just out of the blue. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't just happen. Usually organ failure is caused from some outside reasonings. Not entirely, but I think that the use of drugs in high stress situations is definitely not helping his case. Like, acting as if this is not a drug problem and this is purely just out of the blue, random something happened. There's a more likely chance. The way I'm putting this is that there's way more of a likely chance that this is caused from outside like drugs and high stress and all this other stuff than it is from being an off random chance that this happened. Like, there's a much higher chance that this is caused from something like hefty use of drugs and putting yourself in high stress. Probably a mixture of also like family issues, like probably some, because he did admit in his video that his brother died at an early age from, I think, a heart attack. I could be wrong. Meaning he clearly has like a family line of bad heart condition problems. My organs have failed like 6 times now. He had a lung infection that snowballed, which sounds reasonable to me. You can disagree though. I just don't, I don't know. I don't think that's I think the lung infection is probably a cause of drugs. And if you don't think the lung infection is a cause from probably too much drug use, then I don't know what to tell you. I think he definitely put himself in a situation where he is not making it easier on himself. From taking antibiotics, very simple UTI, definitely were used correctly. Just bad luck, very, very bad luck. It destroyed all the good bacteria in my system. It's going to affect me. Oh, dude, fucking antibiotics fucked me up too. Mine's a very rare occasion. Well, that's why I'm trying to point out here that, like, it's just, I'm saying, like, there's a more likelihood that this is not just some random infection that fucked his entire body up, and this is more likely something that caused this to spiral. Like, some other outward issues caused the infection to spiral, or caused the infection. I don't think it's likely that he just out of the blue randomly got just sick, and now he's in the hospital dying. Especially with the type of content he makes. You got, like, oh my god, finally. Like, think of it this way. With the type of content he makes, out of all the people on YouTube, out of all the people on YouTube, surprisingly, the guy who likes to go to these crazy places and put himself in high-stress situations and take random drugs to try them out for the video, out of all the YouTubers on the platform, he's the one who gets the random infection that is killing him. Oh, shit. My bad. But possible. Sorry, I don't know the dude. Just wanted to put that out there. I agree. No, it's definitely possible. I just think it's like, that's got to be such a crazy coincidence. You know what I mean? Like, that has to be an insanely crazy coincidence that this one dude who is known for being the guy that goes to, like, hang out with gangs and goes to, like, these high stress areas and what is it, parties or something? I don't remember the party he went to, but a rave or something where he basically said he couldn't do it anymore. It's like a lot of it is most likely because of high stress more than drugs. I think it's more likely stress, not entirely the drugs. I think stress can fuck you up. Like, bad stress can really, really fuck your body up. And I think it's something like that. Like, when you're filming videos where you're hanging out with gangs and you're getting, like, you're in a drive-by and you could lose your life at any minute. Yeah, I think the stress is probably going to fuck you up. You know what I mean? I can't think of the drug that would do this to you other than chronic use of inhalants, but that's an insane thing for him to be doing, like nitrous. Yeah, but I mean, let's be real. He's not, let's be real, man. He's definitely tried, you know, he's trying hard stuff. The argument is that it is not an issue caused only by drugs. No, it's definitely not just drugs. It's definitely not just drugs. I think it's more stress. I think it's stress cause. I think that drugs don't help you. I think the drug use in these videos don't help. And I think it is maybe a little bit of a bold-faced lie that he doesn't take drugs, that he's not a drug user. I think he definitely uses more than he lets on. But I think a lot of this is more so like high stress. Because stress can actually cause things like organ failure. If you have like extreme stress and you're going through, like, your body can shut down and basically fail. Like, I think it's something more on the lines of that, which is a cause from his videos, which, aka, he's putting himself in a bad situation. I think that's on him. He got the pneumonia from the Indian Tsar. No, I know what you're saying. I agree with you. Just wanted to point it out, especially if there is a reoccurrence with drugs. Like I said, I don't know the dude. Have a good day, guys. Have a good day, Kaylee. You would probably don't want to say that I do a bunch of drugs, give me money for a hospital bill. Well, no, yeah, for sure. But I do think, so is he being dishonest? I mean, not really. I don't have an issue with the dishonesty. I actually do have some agreement with the GoFundMe. My issue is that he is doing these videos with no health insurance. That's my issue. I have a very bad issue with that. Because my problem is, whoa, big surprise, you do all these crazy videos or you're putting yourself in high stress situations. It's obviously taking a toll on your body. And then, wow, big shocker, you are dealing with some pretty hefty issues now. And instead of having health insurance that can help you, now you're in a bad situation where you have to ask your fans to pay for it for you. Then, if I'm not mistaken, he self-admitted that when he wasn't making content, he was making only just a measly $10K a month. Oh, what will I ever do? I'm only making $10,000 a month. That just sounds super scummy to me. That just sounds super scummy to me. That doesn't sound right to me. I could be wrong about how much he was making a month, but $10,000 a month? Are we serious? So you're making $100,000 a year just off of doing nothing, off of sitting off your ass. Keep in mind, this guy apparently lives with Turkey Tom. So if this is like, if we're talking like rent problems or something, there is none. There are no rent problems because that's not, you are living with a guy who also makes good money off of YouTube. I don't like people who are well out putting up a GoFundMe. Exactly. That's my point. Especially, like listen, I don't want to like try to make comparisons with people. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm going to use Markiplier as an example. I don't think Markiplier ever put up a GoFundMe. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you guys can correct me there. I don't know if he ever did. But Markiplier has made multiple posts where he's been in and out of the hospital due to medical issues. I don't think the guy has ever put up a GoFundMe asking for money. And that's not even caused by his YouTube channel. That's just his own health concerns. That's just his own health problems. These are problems caused by Brandon himself. You can't tell me that the videos and the high stress problems aren't what's probably heightening the issue, right? He even self-admits in his video that he was dealing with health problems, but he kept doing the videos. So he instead of taking a break and instead of taking time to kind of maybe rest his body and take time, he was continuing to do these things. Like, that's my issue with these. That's my issue with this. And now all of a sudden it's your fans' job to pay for your medical bills when you literally put yourself in a bad situation and you don't even have health insurance, yet you make $10,000 a month. What are we talking? You had a baby. You had a child. What do you mean you don't have health insurance? What? Like, what did you do? Pay for the baby in full? What do you mean? Also, I think this is a good point. I think Perry argued Brandon was a millionaire, which is probably exaggerated, but probably has some money. He's not a millionaire, but he has money, bro. Like he's not a millionaire. I understand that. I agree. He's not a millionaire. This is very true. But he has money. He is self-admitted that he makes over $100,000 a year without content. Without content. If I'm not mistaken, he said $10,000 a month, like as if that's chump change, brother. We got people living off of $2K a month. What are you talking about? What are we saying? What are we saying? Are my Pokemon ready for battle? Am I? I guess I am. I'm scared. I'm saying that he spends more. Well, he definitely spends it. Yeah. He put the baby on credit and defaulted and didn't plan for a dip. Yeah, that could be possible. That could be very possible. It's just, okay, listen, I'm not saying this to discredit Brandon or any, like, listen, man, like, Brandon, obviously, I don't want him to die. I think if he were to die, that is, like, horrendous and horrible. Like, him dying is obviously not something that you want to happen, right? Like, that's obviously something that we don't want to happen. But I do think the way that it went about is a tad bit strange. He changed himself to a grass type. Let's fucking go. I already got my encounter, so I can't have the Kecleon. I don't even want a Kecleon anyways. I don't know why I would want that. His house could be 5K a month in bills or something. Yeah, but again, keep in mind, he lives with Turkey Tom. This is what I'm saying. According to them, they live together. Apparently, they live together. I don't know. Maybe they don't. I have no fucking clue. He has a wife and a child, but somehow he lives with Turkey Tom. I don't know how that works. But according to, apparently to them, they live together. So if we're saying like house bills are crazy, one, they live in Texas. It's super cheap in Texas compared to the rest of America. So they got to be living in a mansion for it to be 5K a month. And two, Turkey Tom's also got to be spending ridiculous amounts of money if he's not fitting the bill on his end, right? So I don't know. But didn't spend properly and wanted his audience to solve his mistake. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Sorry, I can't buy her a baby formula, honey. I have to go watch Indians shit in the streets and smoke Fent with gang members. They could be in a city. I mean, most likely. Let's keep it real. They most likely are in the city, but still, it's Texas, and Texas is relatively cheap comparative to the rest of the world, especially when they're making, again, not Himpleton, but especially when Brandon is self-admitting that he makes $10,000 in a month. And this is just off of, I think he said $10,000 in a month off of Patreon members. Why'd he give me a my Sceptile, but it's fucking, I released it. Oh my God. Dallas is expensive. Yeah, but compare that to well, okay, to be fair, Big Aaron, I'm pretty sure you're in like the South. I guess you're in the South, so maybe it's a little cheaper out in the South. But like, for example, I highly doubt Dallas is expensive compared to like where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, I highly doubt it. I've heard great things about rent in Texas. I've heard some pretty great things about rent and housing prices in Texas, which, keep in mind, if I'm not mistaken, they live in a home. They live in a house. So they paid for a house. So mortgage is probably really nice. He makes plenty, spends more. Yeah, I mean, let's be real. He spends a lot of money to do these videos, right? He spends a lot of money to do these videos. So we'll give him that benefit and say that he probably has to do a lot of flying, has to leave a lot, has to do, you know what I mean? Like, he has to do a lot of that stuff. Please don't kill me, Swallow. Okay, we eat those. We eat those. But, I mean, it didn't save much. See, that at that point, that to me feels like it's not our job to pay for it, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my, like, for example, as an audience member, it's not my job to pay for your, stupidity. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be at least intelligent enough to understand, like, hey, maybe I should save money, especially if you're having a child. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be responsible. Right? You gotta make sure you're saving your money and being smart with your money. You can't just blow fucking cash if you're not going to be able to, like, if going on these trips and doing these videos costs more than what you're making, then yeah, you probably should not be doing them. The GoFundMe proves he's not well, here's one thing. It either proves that he's not financially responsible, or it proves that he is just kind of low-key greedy. Because, like I said, I feel like he's definitely made enough to be able to handle this bill on his own. Maybe it was a little crazy. And I'd understand if the GoFundMe was maybe like a couple thousand. Like, if it was like, hey, I'm short on the bill by like a couple thousand. Could you help a brother out? You know what I mean? Like, if it was like, hey, I need 5,000. I'm short on the bill. I'm going to be able to pay for it, but I can't finish the rest. Like, okay, sure. I understand that. But if I'm not mistaken, what was the GoFundMe number? Like, what was it again? I thought it was pretty high. I could be wrong. How much was the GoFundMe? If it was low, then I apologize. I made the mistake of thinking it was high. Sorry guys, my wife actually decided to come back home. She realized she felt bad for me, so she decided to come back home. Yeah, exactly. See? Get owned, Rena. Get owned, Rena. You didn't win. You didn't get the woman. I did. Make Wendigoon, Turkey Tom, and Mudahar pay for it. I mean, like, come on. Dude, Cryptid, you say that as a joke, I bet? I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. They're your friends, right? If you're gonna stoop to the point of asking for your audience members to pay for it who aren't your friends and aren't people you know, I mean, maybe ask the guy who lives with you if he can help. You know what I mean? Ask your friends. You know, they make a lot of money. 342K and ask for 75K or $75. The initial diagnosis was acute systolic heart failure, kidney failure, and liver failure. All things brought on by pneumonia and subsequent sepsis or possible tuberculosis. See, that's what I'm saying. Or possibly tuberculosis. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a fucking doctor, so you guys can laugh at me all you want for making any claim or whatever, right? Don't take me serious. But can't you get some of these things from drug use, from like smoking a lot? Can't you get some of these things from smoking a consistent amount? I wasn't joking though. Wendigoon just got a house. He has a fuck ton of money. No, I know. Like, ask your friends for money. Your friends should help you, right? I feel like that's like something they should be able to help you with, not your audience members. 75K? I guarantee you, Muda, Tom, and fucking Wendigoon could all chip in 25K each, and they won't even see a scratch, and it won't even make a dent in their wallet. It won't even make a dent. It won't make a dent. Like, come on, man. Let's be so real. Let's be so fucking real right now. This wouldn't make a goddamn dent. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. Chad, am I just crazy? You're a doctor and you healed my will to live. Of course, Yankee Johnny, I know. Young 20-somethings with lots of money. I don't know. I think, like, I'm not trying to toot my horn and act like I'm a good guy, right? But like, if my best friend was dying in a hospital and he needed like some money that I had, like if I had that money, if I'm walking around with money in my pockets and my friend is dying in the hospital and he's like, I can only afford this much, I need this much left. I'm like, all right, man, I'll help you. I don't want my friend to die. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's just like something you should do. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to toot my horn and act like a good guy or anything, but I feel like if you have the money in your pocket, right? You just help a brother out. Like when you go, like for example, when I go out and I'm with friends or something, right? Like, and you hang out with friends, like, you know how you like offer to pay for certain things? Like, let's say a friend is like, hey, I'm low on money right now, but you want to have a good time with them. You're like, oh, I'll usually be like, okay, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it this time. I'll pay for it this time. You just hang tight. You chill out. Well, also the good news is they no longer think I have tuberculosis. The bad news is my heart is still failing and my lungs, liver, and kidneys are still in very rough shape. Is that what he said? Sorry. We're just going to keep hitting him with Fury Cutter until it gets so powerful that it just knocks him out. I think that's the move. Sandshrew going to tank every attack. Or Sand Slash, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I listen, I don't think he's like, my claim is just simply put, I think Brandon's lying a tad. He's lying just like a little bit. I'm talking like sprinkling in a tad bit of a lie about his drug use. I don't think it's indicative of like him actually, you know what I mean? Like I think he's maybe sprinkling in a small little sliver of a lie that he doesn't use drugs very often. You know, like I'm not saying that that's the complete cause of his situation, but I think he definitely is. He's like underselling he's underselling how much drugs he used in this span of time. I think he's underselling it. I think he definitely uses more than he lets on. He's clearly shown that he was willing to take things like fentanyl. If you're willing to go deep enough to take fentanyl, I think you're willing to go deep enough to take things like weed on a consistent basis. Just simple stuff, right? I'm talking simple stuff like weed on a consistent basis. Like, you know, you can't... I'm sorry, but I've never met a human being who doesn't take... I've never met a human being who just isn't a drug user, who just randomly starts taking hefty drugs and then doesn't go back for more or seconds or doesn't take other stuff. You don't just, you're not, I don't think I've ever heard of people who do shit like that, where they just go from being like non-drug users to being avid, like, oh, I'm going to try all these crazy fancy drugs. Most people don't necessarily want to publicly share their drug use. No, for sure. I think he definitely is sprinkling in a little bit of a lie of his usage of drugs, though. I think he definitely isn't telling the full story of his drug use, because it would also look bad. Like, you got to factor in, it wouldn't look good on his character. If he got on a video and self-admitted that he was taking, like, he was doing quite a bit of drugs for a good chunk of time, that might look bad on his end when asking for money for his health. You know what I mean? That could look really bad. So he's obviously not going to self-admit that. Maybe he is, but I sort of can't blame him. I wanted to see if there was anything to heal up Pokemon. I actually kind of like my team for this battle. Tectone should be able to handle the battle fine. Captain C should be able to handle... Dazzling Gleam should be able to actually sweep her, well, it depends on what her levels are. Where's Ben when you need him? Ben, are you here? Are you here, Ben? What's the levels on this gym leader? I forgot her levels. Let me know.
Well, not right now, but I could in the future. But
I mean, I probably wouldn't admit that then ask for money.
I mean,
No, I know. Or I wouldn't ask for money and then afterwards.
If you're gonna make points like this, you should probably have like the stuff to back it up, right?
Right. I should probably have it when I'm sober. I agree with that. But
oh, you're not sober?
No, obviously not. Have you seen my stream?
What do you mean, obviously not? No, I don't watch your content, dude. I'm sorry. The only thing.
So when I called you, what do you think was happening? What do you think was happening when I was calling you?
To be fair, Perry kind of owned him there. You can clearly tell the guy's drunk. He like his voice sounds like silly. He's like literally going like, "Why did you call me?" He's literally going like, why did you call me? And he's like, I didn't call you. Come on, Himpy. You gotta know that. You gotta know that. He kind of has to know that. Her final level Pokemon is... oh, wow. I'm very over-leveled. I never realized how high-leveled I am. Jesus. It's kind of crazy.
So you saw I was live, and you saw my body language, but you just didn't assume that I was drunk?
No, I first checked to see if you were still live.
Not very well, clearly. Because if you check clearly, if I was live, you would see that I was obviously
I checked your title, dude. I checked your title.
All right, your title. So not my anything to do with my body language, my behavior.
I saw.
If you did, you would see that I was very drunk. Very drunk.
Kind of crazy that he's self-aware of his behavior, though. That's kind of crazy.
Well, it's not a retarded argument. It's to do with the fact that I am right now at this moment drunk.
Hold on. I saw a bit of your call-in with what's his name, the fucking retard that you brought on that was like talking about dude wipes and stuff like that. Okay, I saw a bit of that.
Right.
I saw a bit of that, and I didn't register that you were drunk. I don't know you very well, Perry. I don't know you. Okay, so like.
Well,
I don't-
most
I don't
people
really know what you
engage
look
in a
like when
similar
you're
way
drunk.
when they're drunk, but it's fair enough if you didn't notice, I guess. I'm just letting you know right now that I am very drunk. That being said, I would, stand by the idea
So you're
that Baron
single now,
Buckingham lied
Marcus?
by omission.
No, she
So-
came back. She decided
Lied
to
by
come back.
omission about the drug addict stuff. Well, again, so
Yeah.
once again, like I would need to see more proof. Now, one of your viewers,
Oh my
Quella,
God,
has
bro,
tried
really?
to use like
Spamming.
really, really stupid evidence, which is the testimony from Sacramento, who is a proven liar on multiple instances. I'm not sure why her testimony would count as proof towards him being addicted to whippets.
How many times was
That's
Baron Buckingham
rough,
have to
Shinny.
do drugs
You gotta
for you
work on
to
that, man.
accept that he might be a drug addict?
That's
How many
crazy,
times
Knox.
does-
Knox, that's a crazy. Knox, that's a. What the fuck are you saying right now, man? You know you look kind of handsome without a ring on that paw. I don't even. I don't even know how to respond to that. I feel violated. I feel like a whore. Like I feel like I'm being like used, like a used up. I'm like a used up whore. Need to quit drinking or at least take a break for a while. I think you need to quit drinking in general completely. I think drinking is actually really bad for your body, and I think drinking is what causes people to die. That's just what I think. I actually should not have flown. I didn't realize he was going to do that much damage. Horcus? No, don't call me that. Don't call me whore. Because I'm not a whore. All right, I'm not a whore.
If he does. Oh, okay. Wait. So you called me and you didn't disclose the fact that you're live. Okay. You're still live on Kick right now. Gotcha.
This
Okay,
whole
okay.
time you didn't notice that? Sorry, that's fair enough.
What do you
My
mean I
bad.
didn't notice that? No, I didn't. What are
I
you
thought
doing?
you said you were looking
Like,
at my
obviously-
channel.
I was looking at your YouTube channel
Ages ago or right now?
before you. Dude, come on. Before. When you called
Say
me
come
and I saw
on,
you,
but obviously
I
I'm not
checked your
going to
YouTube channel.
understand your mental
Hold on,
state
hold on,
when I'm
hold
sitting
on,
here
hold
on Kick
hold
drunk
hold
AF.
Hold on.
AF means
hold on,
as
you're drunk
fuck.
AF. That's not
AF
wait a
means
second.
as fuck.
So, So when you called me, I checked to see if you were still live on YouTube, since that's where you were just streaming.
Right.
And then I saw that you weren't live, which is why I called.
You really
I
think
see
that
the
I
title.
wasn't
I gotta say, I saw
live
that coming.
when I called?
Hi,
Yes.
Castro.
Yes.
She didn't.
Well, I just
actually
find it a bit
believe
odd
me.
to believe because just generally speaking,
And you never,
My
and
wife
you never
personal
said you
level.
were.
She loves me a lot.
that's fair. And I don't remember if I did or not, but I just find it insane to believe.
That's why I
if
was
you look
asking.
at my channel.
Why do you think I was asking you if you why you called me? I don't think I would be asking that if you were calling me while you were alive. I wouldn't ask that.
Well, it
Like
could
what?
be. It could be.
What? Marcus was that kid to always raise his hand first during the DARE school assembly? He wore that DARE sticker with pride and swore he would never let down McGruff, the crime dog. What the fuck is a DARE? What is a DARE sticker? What is DARE? Old head over here, Unk over here thinks I get it. Unk over here thinks I get it. Fuck is this guy on about, bro? What the hell is a DARE sticker? What the fuck is a McGruff? What are we talking about, bro? What is Unk yapping about over here? No, I don't know McGruff, bro. We never did that. Take a bite out of... I've never heard that in my entire life, man. I've never heard that in my entire life. I've never had an assembly called DARE or whatever. God damn it! Ah! Fucking stupid ass Pelipperd. It's coming up. 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 It's coming. What the fuck are you talking about, Toaster? Chill out. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ. What is this guy on about? You don't know what DARE is? What kind of broke-ass school did you go to? What you talking about, broke-ass school? You guys are just old. You guys are just old people. Don't you dare start with me, man. You people are just old. I'm not fucking old. I didn't go to school in the fucking 80s, dude. I didn't go to fucking high school or middle school in the fucking 90s and 80s, okay? I'm not old. Video ideas? Okay, we'll take a quick second to see what the fuck this is.
That's Jenny. But that's not Jenny's dad. If she gets into that car, you may be looking at Jenny for the last time. I'm McGruff, the crime dog. Let me show you something. See that playground? A lot of kids there. Every day in this country, 60 kids disappear.
This is literally like a 90s
Some
thing.
run away, but a lot are kidnapped by strangers or even by people.
This is the type of shit people were playing in the early 2000s. I was born at this time. It says PSA 1984. I wasn't 20 years before I was born. What the fuck are we talking about?
No, almost 20,000 kids a year. 20,000 kids, one kid at a time. Maybe your kid, on your street, just like Jenny. You know, your kids can learn to protect themselves against crime at home, at school, on the street. Hey, nice going, Jenny. She's gonna tell her folks about this. And you can write to McGruff. Learn how to keep your family and your community safe and help take a bite out of crime.
I don't, maybe
Sunday morning.
this may be played in like elementary school. How am I supposed to remember elementary school? McGruff?
Continue.
I watched an old science thing. The safety of, with science stuff.
And they both come here to say, take charge of everything, stay alert.
Hi, I'm
Dog,
Bert,
what
and
am?
this is
How
my
am I
brother
supposed to
Bert.
know
We're
this?
here to help you stay alert and stay safe.
Yeah, so follow along.
Watch out, beware, things aren't always as they seem.
How am I supposed to remember this at all? Y'all are dogging on me when I was not born in this. I was born when this came out. With the, yeah, you want me to be born in the hospital watching this on a fucking, you want this to be on the TV when I'm born and then remembering that? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Was my parents supposed to have like some fucking assembly? Some fucking McGruff assembly? What are we talking about here?
Hi, I'm Gert.
Oh, it's the same thing? Oh, no. They're
And
like
this is my
teaching me
brother
something
Bert.
this time.
Hi, we're here to help you stay alert and stay safe.
Hello?
May I speak with your dad, please?
I'm afraid he can't come to the phone right now.
Are you there all by yourself?
No, Dare is not around.
Have my dad.
There's not a single school. I could ask anybody from any of the schools in my area what the fuck DARE is. None of them are going to know what DARE is because they don't teach DARE in fucking schools. I don't know what school you're going to or where you think they're teaching DARE in. Nobody does this anymore. This is not in schools. This is maybe in like fucking Alabama or some shit. I don't fucking know. In the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Call you as soon as he can.
Don't worry, I'll call back.
You handle
That's
that like a
Tyrone.
pro. Never let the caller know you're alone.
Stay alert, stay safe.
Marcus can't grasp people watching things. What are you talking about? Schools don't put this shit up anymore, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is a school choice. Schools don't do that. There is no school that is showing DARE. They just celebrated their 40th. I don't care they celebrated their 40th anniversary. They ain't showing that. That's not a thing. It ain't a thing in where I'm from. It ain't a thing where it ain't a thing at least in Arizona. That's not a thing in Arizona. It must not be something here. They must have skipped Arizona. DARE must have said, I don't want to do Arizona. I don't know. They were probably too afraid of the cartels here. My school is Catholic and we had it. Dare sounds like a northern thing. Dare sounds like something they'd show in like the Midwest or some shit. Bro's bitching about Dare like as if everybody's got to watch that shit. You could be living in fucking Malta like Perry and Cryptid's over here like, what do you mean you didn't have Dare? What do you mean you didn't have the Dare Assembly? They're on their 40th anniversary. Your broke ass school didn't have it in Malta?
That I am live, and that you're just trying to, like, you know, exert the idea that you're not aware in order to, like, sort of, like, exalt.
The Midwest isn't northern. For Americans, it kind of is. For some reason, like, for example, like Montana and, like, all those places up top, they're not considered north. We call them the, what is it? We call it the Midwest. Like, for example, my family is from, I have a lot of family in Minnesota. And if for some reason that's called the Midwest and not the North, which would make more sense if you call it the North because it's North, but it's somehow the Midwest. So I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Exonerate yourself, right?
Exonerate myself from what?
The idea that you're engaging with a drunk person.
What's wrong with engaging with a drunk person?
Bro just listed Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia, all fucking South and East states. I'm in the West. And I don't care about Colorado being there because that doesn't count towards the West, man. I'm talking like California, Arizona, Nevada. Like, they were not playing Dare in fucking any of these states.
Well, in your case, you're saying, I didn't realize you were alive, Paris, so it's wrong for me to engage with you. You just said that.
No, I'm not saying that it's wrong for me to engage with you. I'm saying that that's something that usually people disclose when they call someone.
Like, you do know, Cryptid, that they teach different things at different schools in different places. You know that, right? You know that every state has a different fucking process. Plus, like I said, I didn't go to school in the 90s where this clearly was more popular back in like the fucking 90s. Nobody's watching this shit except for maybe a select few states. Let's see.
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb.
Ask Riru.
Ask Riru? She went to the same schools as me. She won't know. She went to the exact same schools as me. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy to me. I always think about that. We literally went to the same schools our entire life. It's kind of crazy. I didn't know that until I literally met her. Thank you for the 2 Canadian, by the way. It's talking over creating a positive. Yeah. Whatever. Created a positive. Let's see. Why is Dare no longer around? Funding for Dare was greatly reduced in the 2000s because of its poor performance at reducing drug use, particularly following a General Accounting Office report in 2003, which found no significant difference in illicit drug use caused by Dare after decrease of antagonism towards Dare. So let me get this straight. Funding for Dare in the 2000s, might add, I wasn't born in 2003. Or I was born in 2002. What am I saying? I was 1 year old when this shit went into the shitter. So no, Dare is not taught in fucking schools. You're a goddamn retard. You went to school, you went to like high school in like the 2000s. We are not the same, bro. We are not the same. Unk over here complaining. Unk over here talking to a goddamn brick wall, bro.
They say, "Hey, I'm live," by the way.
Right.
That's one of the first things that they usually say. It's a small courtesy thing that most people do.
And I apparently, according to @EasonKlein, I did say that. So the idea is you're going to come towards me and say I'm not live. I don't know who to believe, to be quite frank.
Why would Noxum? Why would I know what it is?
That you're live.
You're just not even shut in. I'm not. My
Dude
school
is throwing
didn't
it back
teach
on the
it.
bomb.
Because no, my school's teaching
Break the
it.
rails. Sorry about the host.
It's not taught in schools. I don't know what you want me to say. It's not that I'm naive. It's that there's no I never was taught it. I don't understand. It literally, you're trying to act like Dare is like some hot shit, by the way. Keep in mind, it literally said it didn't do its job. Bro is talking about how Dare is like this great thing. Oh, your school didn't have Dare, McGruff. You didn't get McGruff. God, the kids at your school must have been fucking avid drug users. Keep in mind, Dare's literally fucking useless trash. Brother, you're listening. Family Guy, American Dad, Simpsons. These are all early 2000s shows. We're talking about shows that were popular in the fucking 2000s and 2010s. I was a little kid. Bro, I'm like 20. I'm like 15 years younger than you, man. What? You're like mad because I'm 50, like a guy who's like 15 years younger than you grew up with something else. This is ridiculous. This is retarded. My school is an ignorant school because they didn't play fucking McGruff on the screen to tell us to fucking not smoke some pot. Do you not think my school told us not to do that? Are you like retarded? I went to high school. I graduated in 2020, man. We didn't have fucking McGruff in 2020, dude. I'm sorry I didn't have McGruff in 2020. Why don't you go take it up with the fucking school system? Like, I don't fucking know what you want me to say here. I will say that I feel like there's definitely got to be a study that kind of goes against the whole gateway drug thing, because to be fair, he's not wrong where he says like most people who take it don't ever take it again, because that is true. Most people try it and then are like, ugh, this tastes gross, or they don't like it, or it wasn't a good experience. But like, I mean, like I know people who started with weed and then they eventually started dipping their toes in deeper shit. Like, I feel like it's not uncommon, or at least unheard of. It's not like it's unheard of for people to go from weed to more extreme substances. Like, it's like I said with Brandon, where like you don't just randomly start with the heavy stuff. You kind of have to start somewhere. Like, a lot of people don't just start with heavy drugs. Like, where the fuck do you even get heavy drugs? You know what I mean? You got to start with the easy to access stuff, which is typically weed. You know what I mean? Like, that's usually where you start, is weed. It ain't dope though, you can't lie. True? Question mark? It was the goddamn Mexicans. It was those fucking Mexicans. That's so awesome, bro. That's so fucking crazy. That really is like retarded. It's why people who smoke marijuana like get the one up, because for some reason people claim like death, which weed is not gonna fucking kill you. Smoking a little bit of pot's not gonna like end your life. But like, okay, to claim that weed isn't addictive is a little silly, right? There are plenty of people who have problems where they can't stop smoking weed, whether that be because it's just a replacement for feeling better, or whether it's just something they just like doing all the time and they can't. Like, lots of things are addictive, right? Like, lots of things are addictive, especially like things like alcohol and any sort of drug you take. Like, most of these things are addictive. Is it as addictive as like some of the harder stuff? Probably not, but it is definitely like, there is an addiction that you can get from weed. We've seen it before. Like, many people have seen it. Oh, hell no, I shouldn't have joined this high as hell. I've heard the name marijuana come from Mary and Juan. They were apparently trying to tie it to evil drug dealing Mexicans. Marcus really, really hates all drugs. No, I just think drugs are like not, I just don't think there's like use to them. I think there's more productive things you could be doing with your life than smoking like pot or doing like drugs. I think there's better things you could be doing with your life. I just think I just think spending your like off time getting like high and drunk is like not. This isn't a gripe on anybody in chat, by the way, but this is just me. I just think that like people who choose to spend their off time getting like wasted or like getting super high, it's just like there's better, more productive things you could be doing with your life and your day, especially money wise too. You got to spend a lot of money to get these things. It's just like I feel like there's better ways to spend your time in life. And I think a lot of these things can also just lead to a consistent like, because once you start doing it once, and you get to know friends and people who do it over and over and over again, then that's going to become your life. Like, that's just going to be your life. You're going to do that all the time. It's not going to be like a one-off thing. It's just going to become your life, which later down the line, when you get older, you're going to start looking back at it and you're going to start thinking like, why did I do that? I could have been doing something else. You know what I mean? I honestly think it's worse when person's hobby is only drinking. Yeah, but that's a lot of people's hobbies, man. That's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean is like, it becomes people's only hobby. Like, listen, man, I've met a lot of potheads and it's not pretty. Like, it's not pretty. It's like, it's kind of depressing. It's like kind of sad. Like, it's just like they're never like, basically they're never there. They're always like, they always got to be high. They always like, if they want to have a good time, they got to show up to the fucking party high. They got to show up to the group high. If they're at the party and there's no like drugs or weed there, they're always like itching to leave so they can go smoke something somewhere. It's just like, it's such a buzzkill. It's depressing. It's sad. It's just like every certain like event with friends or anything has to involve like weed or alcohol or something, which is just sad. Like, you can have fun without it. It's better, in my opinion. I think it's okay. I don't care if you do it on an off time and if you do it randomly, or if you like to drink a little bit, like if you just like to maybe get a little drink in and get a little buzz in, you know, I don't care. But when you're like somebody who has like an immense problem where it's like the people you have to hang out with have to get blasted drunk, or you have to get like fucking high every single time you hang out with people, it's just like that kind of lifestyle is just so depressing. Like, wrong, bro. You say that, but that's real. That's real. I've met people, man, where it's like they'll bring their pen to the most like weirdest places, and I'm like, bro, you can't go a second without that thing. Like, you could put it down, bro. Like, you don't need it anymore. That's not funny. I can't say that. That's like actually bad. This is like actually evil. Like, I shouldn't be laughing at this, bro, but that's just, my God. That's so crazy that that's a real quote. Oh my God, man. The government just... like, bro, the government just straight up said, like, yeah, we wanted to connect the blacks with heroin. So what? So what? We wanted people to think black people were heroin addicts. I mean, come on. Can you blame us? I mean, look at them. Like, what the fuck do you mean? What are you saying? What do you mean? Agree that, like, the whole, like, make marijuana legal is probably the more, like, reasonable thing, because the fact that people can get arrested for marijuana use and get, like, unironically, like, 10 years in jail for it is crazy to me. I get it if somebody's high and driving, you know what I mean? Like, I get when somebody's driving high, like, that's an extra charge added on. But, bro, you could murder somebody and get less time. Like, that's crazy to me. That, to me, blows my mind. Like, I'm not a fan of drugs, and I'm not a fan of marijuana. But, like, I don't think you should, like, do, like, crazy time for it. Like, that's just insane to me. Actually increase drug use.
Told you he was a barf boy.
Damn. Get owned, Crippy. Get owned. Your silly little dare project. Get owned. Get epically owned. I say make all drugs legal, slap a tax stamp on it, and we'll fix the roads with coke money. All right, man. Just go move to fucking Oregon then. All right? Go move to Portland. Go live in Portland. Like, Crippy sounds like a slur. Dude, it's like, okay, to be fair, I do agree with the sentiment that like drugs aren't cool, I guess. I don't know. I've just never understood the hype around it. You get what I mean? It's kind of like what he said in the video where it's like most people who even smoke weed just never do it again. And I think a lot of it is because like it's just not fun. Like I think people try it the first time and either don't like it or they just don't see the hype around it and they're just like, oh, I just don't really care to do this again. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't really get the hype. I don't really understand it. I don't really see the excitement surrounding it. Vote for Cryptid for president. I'll make all drugs legal and everyone gets a state mandate cake every week. Ooh, cake. Wait, then we don't... Wait, but what is that going to do to the dessert market? What are you going to do to the dessert market? You're going to crash the dessert market. Why would you crash the dessert market? We all get a free cake anyways. We don't need to go to the store and get ice cream or cake or anything. So the dessert market's going to crash. What are you going to do to Dairy Queen? What about all the ice cream shops and everything? You're evil, Cryptid. You're evil.
That's why I reacted with shock when I realized.
Alright, well, if you didn't hear, that's fair enough. But I'm telling you that I was live and that you were raped by a child.
He was what? Raped by a child?
When I was a child. Yeah.
Alright, when you were a child, but you were raped by a child. Did you rape that child?
You were raped by a child?
No, Perry. Is this really what you're doing? Like, is this?
Yes.
I mean, listen. Who I rape and who I don't rape is none of your business, quite frankly.
Well, it is kind of because it's just in society business, whether who you
It's
rape
society
or
business?
not. Yes.
Well, Perry, what if I told you you're
Cryptid's
next?
coming for little Debbie.
Well, if I was next, then I would want to know that. But you're like sitting here saying, "Oh, I was taken advantage of sexually by a minor. Oh, woe is me, woe is me."
When I
but
was
you don't
a
show
minor,
any evidence
Perry.
towards that. Yeah, when you
It's
were
not
a
it's
minor,
not
yes.
a woe is me thing. It's not a
Yeah.
woe is me thing. If you want
How
the
is
actual
that?
context behind
Why would
it,
he
I'm
make
more than
fun of
happy
him for
to
being
explain it,
raped?
but
That's
I
actually
feel
ahead.
like
so
that's what
evil.
this call is.
I mean,
So I made that.
if you feel
I
one
made
way
that
or the other.
video, and it's within context to one of the Mama Max videos I made. One of Max's biggest points is that there is a particular way that people should feel about CSA, and that if you do not feel that way, he invalidates those experiences of people, right? If you're not super angry about it or you're not like feeling a certain way about it, it's an invalidated experience. And a lot of people who, either like a lot of people who had experienced CSA potentially felt disillusioned and felt like they did not, belong. And so I did a soy cringe thing at the time. It was over, I think it was over 2 years ago at this point. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I did a soy cringe thing and I made this video about how, people, about my own experience. And essentially, you if you watch the whole video, you can see that I wrap it up at the end with like, I think it's really gross to say that people should feel a certain way about their CSA experience. I think that you feel however you feel, and there's a wide variety of ways that people feel. And right, that was kind of my thesis at the end, and it was simply to allow other people to have some level of like understanding and understand
What
if
is
they were
Hippie
former
saying,
Max
bro?
watchers, that's what he asserts is not the case. And I think it accomplished its goal in that way. I will admit that it was cringe. I will also admit that like people have done this to death. I mean, everybody's watched this over and kind of had this.
When I was young, I had no idea how to battle properly, just spammed attacks and didn't team build at all. Yeah, well, Marcus is gonna do just
I'm
that.
happy to take my licks on it. It's fine. And I'm not hiding away from it. I mean, it's still unlisted and literally in the description of that original video to this day. It's
Right.
it's not. It's
I
not
mean,
anything
ground
I'm
types, in my
hiding
opinion, are one of the
from.
best
It's not
types in the
something I'm
game.
ashamed of. I don't think that people should be ashamed of stuff like that.
Right.
Ground
Well,
poison, like
it's
that's
fair if
actually
you're not
nice.
ashamed of it. I want to point out the way that you're trying to like, get your audience to understand you as a ultimate victim in order to go
That
towards
is
you
not
instead of
what
Mom
that-
X.
So again, I just explained what the purpose of it was. You're twisting it now. Because
Twisting
no,
it.
it's not to make myself a victim. I'm not a victim. I don't think of myself as a victim. Just because I was victimized doesn't make me a victim.
Right. That's okay. I deny that. I mean, if somebody, a third party, wants to engage with you as a victim, that's fair enough of them. Even if you don't see yourself as victimized, I think that's like a
No, I just said
pedantic way
I
of
have
engaging.
been. No. Let me correct you here. I just said that I was victimized, but I do not see myself as a victim, and I do not. I'm not going to act like I am some
Skarmory?
victim. Feel bad for
Yeah,
me. Poor
Captain C.
pitiful me. That wasn't the purpose of the video.
Right. No, I'm not saying it was the purpose of the video.
What?
Well, then
What's
again,
happening? Ginger. My cat, dude. Chat. My cat just like barked at me. She's like barking outside. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? She's like barking. What the fuck is she saying? I don't know what she's saying. Is there any other dramas? This is clearly just silly. He's just
You
drunk
literally
and
said-
can't
Why do you
function
mention all that
Literally,
information?
No, that's not true. That's not true. You
No,
literally
you're right.
said
It's not true.
that it
I
was
do
to-
say that
Yeah,
you're
my
saying
cat's
there,
bored.
woe is me.
To be
Oh,
the
I
ultimate
was
victim.
raped,
That's what you
etc.,
said.
etc.
Oh,
Yeah, that is true. I did say
I'm
that.
raped. I was raped. Oh,
Correct.
blah blah blah. Whatever, dude.
I don't know. I just feel like you saying, "Oh, well, I didn't mean that." By the way, doesn't deny the fact that that's like the insinuation of
I
your
didn't say
video.
that I didn't mean it. I said that that wasn't the purpose for the video.
Okay, so you didn't say you didn't mean it. You said that wasn't the purpose of your video, right? But if somebody's watching that video, you can understand why they came to that conclusion.
Like I said, again, like I just want you to like listen to me when I'm talking here. So like I said, it was cringe of me to do, and I took my licks on it. Like everybody's covered it. I'm fine with people covering it. I have no problems with people covering it and calling me
Just
cringe.
gonna fucking.
And if they come away with the opinion that I was trying to victimize myself in some way, I accept that opinion.
Steel
It's not
isn't
what I was
resistant
doing.
to dragon. It's just I don't think it's
you know, those people
resistant.
weren't my
I don't
intended
have
audience for
all
that
my moves are
specifically.
literally resistant.
And
To be fair, it's resistant to fairy and flying. I have nothing to use here. Captaincy's my best option because my only other option is the fuck. Okay, there we go. That's why I wanted it. I wanted the paralysis. Then he could at least get stunned a little bit. So that's kind of my best bet here. We might be getting a full-blown Armageddon soon, thanks to a drunky Pete Hegseth. What's a Pete Hegseth, and why is he so drunky? I have no fire types. We haven't got a single one. I don't know Numel, but that thing fucking got raped. We don't have a single fire type. We don't have one. I would have brought Gyarados here, but that thing got raped as well. And I don't want to use Tectone because Tectone is... Nope, no fighting. We just lost that one too. We lost that one too, man. Oh, please don't avoid things, please. Please just be normal. Please just be like normal and don't avoid things, actually. Just please like play the game correctly. Like please, like I don't want to deal with this right now. Like please just be normal. God damn it, this bitch is a fucking stupid whore. I hate this dumb bitch whore. Okay, thank you for the hypnosis.
that's it.
Pete Hegseth is
Right.
the Secretary of the Department of War.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I just feel like in the future, if you were ever to make a video like this, you would understand that like people will engage with it in a skeptical way, right?
Okay. Oh fuck, Pelipper is actually kind of a scary one to face
wait,
here.
sorry, say that one more time.
But I'm over
I wanna
leveled.
make
I
sure
think I'm
understand what
okay
you're
here.
saying.
Will people engage with your video in a skeptical way? I understand that your intention was, oh, people will just understand, and my
Well,
experience
isn't
was
that why?
whatever.
Yep, protect.
But Perry, isn't that why
I don't
want to
waste my,
I'm fine if people
PowerPoints.
engage with it in a skeptical way. I'm fine if
Stone
people
Edge.
No, I
engage
guess
with
that's
it, I'm fine
fair.
if
You
people
did
say
just
it's
say
cringe.
that. You did just say that. That is true. That is true. I just asked that.
I did just say
But
that.
you did
correct.
mention earlier.
Oh. How much damage does this do?
I see where you're coming from with
Okay.
that. And you would say you weren't baiting the drama or anything like that?
I was not baiting the drama, no.
No.
The only way.
I mean, that's a bit odd to me, though. The idea that you would post a video like that. Yeah?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. So, two things. I was not baiting the drama with that unlisted video specifically. Now, it is I make it very clear in that video that I have the pub.
You sent a video? The best comeback in Pokemon history? Yeah, honestly, the content well is a little dry. I'm not a politics guy, so I don't really cover that stuff, so...
I know, y'all got some questions, so let me clear some things up. I know I made a poll not too long ago asking which Pokegirl I should cover first, and that still stands. The whole reason I made that poll was because Women's Month is coming up very soon, and I wanted to make a video for the occasion.
We really give a fuck about those?
I didn't know who to cover first.
Sorry.
So I was like,
I shouldn't
you know
say
what,
that.
let me ask my fans. So I did that, and since Serena pretty much won in a landslide, we're talking about her first, and we'll talk about Dawn later in the month. All right? All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, y'all, so today we got a special kind of video. Today we're gonna be talking about the Dragon Master.
Dude, World War III is coming soon, though. Hey, World War III is coming soon, man. Get ready to get drafted, everybody. Crippy, I hope you're ready to get drafted. I know you're ready. Captain C, maybe you might have to join in. Who knows? You might join in. You might have to come back. We'll see. Hope you guys are ready.
Because I'm pretty sure at one point she was one of the most hated characters in the franchise, and I
loved
was on the Iris/Black and White hate train myself.
I loved
Once
Iris.
I took off the propaganda shades, I got a newfound appreciation for not only
why
Iris, but
people
Black
hating
and White
on
also.
Iris, bro?
And
Iris
then she
was
popped
awesome.
up out of nowhere as the champion, and I said,
Iris is the reason. Here, Iris is the reason I didn't turn out racist, man. Okay, man, if Iris wasn't there, I would have been a fucking dude. I would have been crazy. I think I would have been crazy. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, by the way. I was never going to be racist, regardless of Iris or not. By the way, I just want people to know that I'm not like a bad guy. I'm not like a bad person. I'm like actually kind of a nice guy. I just hope you guys know that. Kiss. What's up? I gotta go over to you.
Hold on a minute, she might be onto something. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video about Iris. And you
Ben,
know
what
did
you want me to name it?
So I said, why not? We first meet Iris in the second episode of Black and White. You know, after Ash lost to a level 5 Snivy, that second episode. Ash scanned her and saw an Axew, so his first instinct was to chuck a Pokeball at her. 2 days into the region and we already on some bull. Anyway, she calls out Ash for being an idiot and was like, high key, if you keep this up, you're not making it past a level 5 Patrat. And when I was younger, I used to get so annoyed every time Iris called out Ash on his mistakes.
She was smart
White,
though.
you come to realize,
yeah, exactly. You gotta see. People hated Iris, but she was spitting facts the entire show, bro. Like, I don't even know why people hated on her so much. She was spitting straight facts. Ash was a dumbass this entire fucking season, and she had to come in and be like, bro, you are so fucking stupid. Oh, fuck me. Fuck. Let me fly again. Like, TM Neb.
low-key, right? All right, Pikachu, let's go. Hey, they found us. We gotta go. Wait, hold up. See, I told you. Level 5 Patrat. Anyway, the next day after Ash caught P-Dove, Team Rocket tried stealing Axew and Pikachu, and hold on, she low-key got bunnies. Oshawott helped them save
She's
Axew
black,
and Pikachu,
what'd you think?
and after a Pokemon Center stop, their adventure begins. Iris is doing some training because she can't battle to save her life. Like, look at this. Look at this. To think this is the same Pokemon that goes toe-to-toe with Cynthia's Garchomp is wild. Anyway, Axew randomly uses Dragon
Axew's
Rage
goated.
and blows the whole
Her
spot
Excadrill
up.
is her real
Apparently,
one.
bro had Dragon Rage in his back pocket, but hasn't mastered it. We get a backstory on Iris, and basically, like right before she left the village, Elder gave her an Axew. No air holes or nothing, just crammed in the basket. Like, how did you live? Anyway, Axew and Pikachu have an encounter with a Scolipede, and it was looking like Pikachu was about to get put on a circle chain if it wasn't for Nukew. Yo, they bugging over there, brother. Scolipede over there wildin'. He like, I'm gonna touch your butt. And I'm like, oh, Lord,
What?
please, no. And then Axew just nuked the
What are we
for some
talking about?
reason.
Touching each other's
With no
butts?
other option, Iris sends out her Excadrill, who has literally been in this position for who knows how long. So Iris was like,
All right.
you know what?
It's the
Whatever.
first trap
She
in.
saves Axew, then Excadrill pulled up with the surprise attack and aura farmed on him for some reason. Alright, buddy, you do you. But we also learn here that Excadrill doesn't listen to Iris. They were not lying when they said Gen 5 was the new Gen 1. Thanks for the help, Excadrill.
No, Excadrill.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Don't be mean to Excadrill, bro. He's so
The
goated.
gang are casually enjoying their day until Georgia popped out on some.
Oh, I
so,
can't swap out.
You're Iris,
I want
huh?
to like. Do I have Pokeballs for this?
Yeah. Well, I'm a Dragon Buster.
No.
And I'm gonna beat you.
Please don't
Who
kill
are
it.
you and why you on my dick? Alright, so the whole reason Georgia has
Just
this
don't kill
kind
it.
of
That's all I
animosity
need.
towards Iris is
Bug bite
because she
shouldn't
got
kill,
beat
right?
by some people from Iris's hometown and she can't take an L. So now she's taking it out
Jesus
on
Christ, I'm gonna
everybody
have to do
from
it
the
again.
village. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of lame. Like, you that butthurt over losing to some dragons? She calls out her Beartic and yeah, nah, this is really lame. Even asks you like, girl, I know you lying. Not a single blood vessel moved. Anyway, Beartic packed him up pretty easily, or he packed himself up pretty easily. So Iris calls out Excadrill and he had some going until he met the same fate also. Then we get another flashback of Iris, this time focused on when she met Excadrill. So basically, they first met when she was confronting him about stealing some food, and it got to the point where she literally started throwing hands. Granted, she
Throwing
lost
hands with a drill
lot,
bur?
but
That's
still,
crazy.
She stopped a Metal Claw with her foot. She might be a better fit for Ash than Serena. Anyway, they became friends
hell
and
no.
win like every battle after that.
That wouldn't
until
work out at
one
all.
day Drayden pulled up and Iris wanted a box. But Excadrill lost so bad that he has not left that position since. And then guess what happened? They spent the rest of the episode trying to make it seem like Iris was the problem, when in reality, she wasn't. Excadrill's just a sore loser. He can't take a loss. Anyway, they were working on Focus
True.
Blast all night until they saw Georgia again, who
Please don't
just
kill. Please don't kill.
disrespectfully
Please
ate
don't kill.
all their
Please don't kill.
breakfast.
Please
And she
don't
had the nerve to be like, oh, I know it was y'all food. Just make some more. Like, who do you think you are? Anyway, her and Iris have a rematch, and she low-key putting the beats on her until both sides landed a finishing
The
attack.
dragon type
resulting
specialist
in a
and why no
top.
dragon types? No, but Iris is different like that though. She's like, where the fuck this guy go? Hey yo, where did this guy go? I looked away for 2 seconds. He's gone. Where is this guy? Please don't kill. You gotta go into ball. You gotta go in the ball immediately. I'm not even taking a chance, bro. I'm using an Ultra Ball. I'm not taking a chance. I don't want to lose Zach ED. This is a great chance at a Flygon. I want it. Just get in the ball. I don't care. Okay, we got it. Nice.
But at least their relationship is mended, so I guess that's a win. Alright, so now we at the club battle thing. I don't know. These happen a lot during the season. In the finals, we have Ash versus Iris. Ash causing Pikachu.
Yeah,
and
I thought these
Iris
were
versus
normal.
Excadrill.
I
Well, if
didn't
you
realize that
switch
these
into
weren't actually
Oshawott,
normal.
I understand you have a track record of beating ground types with Pikachu, but you in your Cavs E-Man Shumper era right now, so I don't know, bro. Excadrill eats Thunderbolt, then fires back with Drill Run and barely grazed Pikachu. He grabbed Pikachu by the tail, then used Metal Claw, then Pikachu gave him a face full of Iron Tail. Focus Blast got countered by Electro Ball, then Excadrill used Dig, causing Pikachu to spin, so Ash told him to keep spinning and get another headshot with Iron Tail. They were about to have like a little clash or something, but Pikachu, no pun intended, got drilled. I low-key thought he was about to do something, but then I saw this and I said, ooh. He tried to keep
I mean,
going,
why would you
but
use Pikachu against a fucking Excadrill?
low-key, did they have to animate it like that? 'Cause Pikachu looked like he just got violated in this scene, bro. After Ash got his 8th gym badge, the gang run into Cynthia and decide to join the World Tournament Junior Cup. Then they found Meloetta injured, but we're saving that whole storyline for
That's a
April.
whole different
After helping
storyline, bro.
Meloetta, Iris decides to challenge Cynthia.
This gen wasn't for Ash. I realized growing up, that this generation was not for Ash. It was for Iris. That was like the whole point of this generation. This whole entire generation was purely an Iris generation. Because she's like, you know, the young prodigy. She's supposed to be like the next greatest trainer of all time. You know. Ooh. I don't mind a speed drop for attack boost. This thing can hit. This thing can do some damage. This thing kind of nice, actually. I can't lie. Like, honestly, like, this thing's going to hit hard. And he also has Arena Trap, which... Well, it's from Fleeing, huh? Never mind. Arena Trap, not that good. I just realized it's from Fleeing, not from Battles. Shit. Never mind. It's not good. I thought it meant like they can't switch out, which would be good for me because, you know, gym battles, that sometimes they switch out. We're actually almost done. I realized that got the 6th gym badge. We only have 2 gyms left, and then it's the Elite 4 after this. So we're kind of getting pretty close. We're getting a little close. We got a little ways to go, but we're actually getting pretty far. The psychic type sisters or whatever the fuck their name is. I don't know what, I forgot what they do. I forgot their names. They're next on the chopping block. You also better not lose it. I will not. I will do some off-screen grinding to get him up in levels, and I will not even consider putting him out in battle. I will get him to the right level first, and then we'll go from there. What are you? Oh, I never even battled that one kid on the other side. I'll do that next.
The heck? Is he flying? Oh, okay. Axie learned Giga Impact, but it honestly didn't
Axie
do anything.
versus a Garchomp?
Like, this is
That
a
shit's
crying
crazy.
baby versus Hydrogen Bomb.
Yeah, this...
Joined by Dawn, the gang get word that there's a Dragonite wilding in the streets. And Iris, being the Dragon Master she is, says that
I have
there's
too
no
many
bad
rock
dragon
types.
types and wants to go help.
Damn,
no
Brian
bad
does a
dragon
lot of
types, huh?
damage.
Let me show y'all something. According to Pokemon Shield, Drudigan are vicious and cunning. They take up residence in nests dug out by other Pokemon, treating the stolen nests as their own layers. Yeah, okay, Iris. They pull up to the power plant and find that Dragonite was hurt, but obviously he doesn't listen to him, so Meloetta came out the vent singing Rain Dance, specifically the Thames part. That song is so beautiful, bro. That didn't work for too long though, causing Iris to get caved in, so Jenny was like, "Aight, this talk no jutsu thing is not working, I'm not playing these games." Then Iris used her dragon powers to see that Dragonite wasn't just tweaking out
Oh,
for
I
no
forgot.
reason.
She can
He
like
got hurt trying to save some
do
P-Dub.
shit with
Jenny
dragons.
broke through the rubble, so Iris tried defending
Yeah,
Dragonite,
what's up?
but he really wasn't helping his
What's up,
case.
bro?
So Iris dang near
Why's
put
my
her
cat
body
going
on the line
fucking
just to
nuts
prove
right
his
now?
innocence. I ain't gonna lie, Iris a real one for that one.
Like
Anyway,
Lisa-
they patch him
Lisa
up,
and
and
Tate,
Iris
yeah.
decides to keep Dragonite. Now we in the Junior Cup, and Iris is going against Georgia. She calls out her Dragonite, so Georgia uses Beartic. She uses Hidden Power, so Iris told Dragonite to dodge it, but he dotted her and swatted away Hidden Power.
That's crazy.
Beartic used Focus Blast, and again, crickets. So then Beartic used Ice Beam. So surely Dragonite understands that he's 4 times weak to ice, right?
Nah, he's just gonna tank it.
I guess he just doesn't know. Dragonite broke through the ice.
He just
then
doesn't
ran
care.
Through Blizzard just to one-shot bro with Thunder Punch. See, I told y'all.
Bro
told
just doesn't
y'all.
give a
I've been
fuck.
calling him Black Air Force Dragonite from the jump. It's just what he do. The next episode, Iris is trying to get through the Dragonite, but he ain't going for it. But leave it to Mrs. Walk him down with that Garchomp to settle the mood. Now we got Iris versus Dawn. The passing of the torch. It was more of the same.
Why is the
Dragonite
cat
turned his
doing that,
comms
bro?
off and just one-shotted Mamoswine at the end. Now in the finals, Ash and Iris have their rematch from
Yeah, the
so
seventh
long
gym are
ago.
twins.
And it seemed
Rock
like
type,
Iris got a
which
hold of Dragonite. They're getting easy looks. He's
might
not
not be
taking
easy,
attacks
'cause I
that
don't
he
really have
know
a
he
team for
can't
this,
live.
but-
And you know, he looking like a competent battler.
Sand Street
But
should be
then
fine, I guess.
Rock evolved out of nowhere, and after that Dragon Claw. Yep, there he goes. Hey, I know you're having a little, well, this is anything but little, a tantrum right now, but a battle's still a battle, so use Crunch. Crocodile bit Dragonite's hand, then used Dragon Rush, but he wasn't in the right headspace, so Crocodile used Dig
Hello,
to
wife.
evade it and took him out with Stone Edge. On their way to Virtuous City, the gang stopped by Iris's hometown, the Village of Dragons. She chopping it up with all the townspeople.
This is when I have
and
to
it was
start
chill until
surfing
Dragonite
across-
came
I
out
don't
with the
have
Fate
my-
on Sight order. Later, they had to deal with
Just realized I lost my fucking Gyarados. I don't have a water type to surf across the fucking water again. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Wife, do you know what Dare is? D-A-R-E? Do you know what Dare is? And if you do, tell me what it is right now.
Hydreigon, and as soon as Iris told Dragonite the assignment, he's like, yes, finally,
I don't think
some
anybody on my
violence
team
and I
can answer.
don't get in trouble.
Maybe
Then after dealing with
Annoyeth.
that, Drayden came from out of the shadows just to challenge Iris to a battle. They arrive in Opelucid City and we get more flashbacks of Iris. And once they got to the gym, they start boxing. First is Haxorus versus Excadrill. Metal Claw got blocked and Haxorus dodged Dig, then Excadrill countered Rock Smash with Focus Blast. They both collide with Drill Run and Giga Impact, leading to a double knockout. Next is Druddigan versus Dragonite. Bro came in hot with Thunder Punch like he always do, but
Yeah,
it
the
got
Dare
blocked. Then he
program.
took a Dragon Claw to the face, but he's grabbing his shoulder?
Like, do you remember ever watching the Dare program? Or something else? Do you ever, like, remember watching it? Did they ever play it for you in school? Why did he transform into a fire type? They wanted me to ask you that, even though we went to the same school, and if I'm not mistaken, they never played Dare ever for us. It was not taught in school. They literally never taught that to us in school. We literally went to the same school every year. Dare was not in any of it.
Cheetah, is that you? Dragonite countered Flash Cannon with Flamethrower and was about to land a Thunder Punch, but Druddigan pulled out Double
She's
Team.
rage
But that didn't
baiting.
seem to
She's
be a
literally
problem
rage
since he
baiting,
found it
chat.
instantly.
We went to the
Druddigan
same
blocked Ice
school.
Beam, so Dragonite used Dragon
She's
Rush,
rage
and Bro
baiting.
ended up
Okay,
getting
now
grabbed by his
this is
neck,
why I don't ask her
thrown,
questions.
and
She's
then
just
got
gonna
his
rage
back
bait.
broken by Dragon Tail. Y'all know that one video
She
of
literally
Michael
looked it up.
Beasley talking
I know
crazy
she
to
looked
Lance
it up.
Stevenson? Yeah, that's kind of what happened here. We just watched someone actively get seduced. But
She's
it's all
literally
good, 'cause
rage
at least
baiting.
Iris
She
didn't
looked
go
it up
sorry
off
this time.
screen. We went
After
to the same
failing to
fucking
catch a
school.
Dunsparce
They
and
never taught
accidentally
us this
destroying
in
Iris's
school.
flower and then proceeding to lash out at her and blame Axew in like 30 seconds. Their friendship is on edge right now. To the point where
They
Iris
never
left the
showed
party 'cause of
Dare.
a
They
bitter
never
apple.
showed Dare
I
at
ain't gonna
school.
lie,
She's
a lot of it was
God,
kind
she's
of
really
unnecessary
doing this right now.
because the whole
She's
thing
really
is just
doing this
honest
right now.
mistakes. Obviously,
She's
Ash didn't
really
mean to
doing
bump
this
into
right
Iris.
now. We went to the same school. You can't do this with me. You can't do this with me because we went to the same fucking school. They never showed Dare. Dare was never a thing they showed in school. There was no such thing as Dare. No, they didn't. She's rage
Axew mean
baiting.
to bump into Pikachu, and now we got 20 minutes of them being angry at each other because neither one of them want to put their egos down for a second.
She's
but I will
she's
say,
probably
Ash
sitting in the
should've
room. She's
apologized
probably
first.
sitting in the room giggling right now. This is her right now. That's her right now. She's probably sitting there giggling. I don't want Slash. Fuck out of here. She's sitting there fucking giggling in her little. She's in a little spot right now on the bed, just like.
Because you can see it on his face when he saw the flower, he was like, oh, I messed up. But hey, they made up in the end, so whatever. Then not too long after, they met Claire, who was trying to catch a shiny Druddigan. I was going to say something about how Druddigan is always somewhat
Shiny
important
Druddigan ugly
whenever
as
the
fuck,
series
bro.
focuses on Iris, but then I remembered that Unova only has 3 non-legendary, fully evolved dragon types, so I said, y'all got it. Now we in Journeys, and Ash has returned to the Unova region to see Iris after... I have no idea. Time does not work like how it should in this
Max,
show.
you're wrong.
We
No,
on a
don't even
roll,
start
dog.
with me.
Hey, what's that? I don't know, but throw first, ask questions later. Ow! How many times this gotta happen? I am so sorry. I genuinely thought you were a Pokemon. I didn't even have Pokemon on me this time. At least the last guy had some common
I actually
sense.
do remember.
Oh, I forgot. Appreciate the wake-up call.
I remember
She
one
dead
time
might
I was
be a
in
Pokemon.
like health
Ash pulls up to the
class,
Opelucid
and
gym,
we
and
did do like a thing for. It wasn't a health class. It was like, it was like PE, but you know the way PE worked was like we sometimes had to go and like learn about health stuff or whatever, and they had like a little segment for drugs and alcohol and stuff, and I shit you not, bro, one of the kids like. It was almost like it was destined. It was almost like it was destined. I don't know what it was, and I don't know why this guy did this, but he brought in, you know how people hide bottles like alcohol? They hide it in like like paper bags and shit, and that's how they get away with it. This kid actually had one. Like a kid actually had a brown bag, and he was like taking it was clearly like some sort of alcohol. And it was almost like it was perfect timing. Because, you know, in America, we have police officers that are at the school. That's just normal in America because, you know, we like to shoot up schools here, apparently. So we have, like, police officers that are waiting at they're just there, like one guy that's usually at the school. And he brought him in for a demonstration. You know what I mean? Like, he was just like, he brought him in to basically point out, like, what are things that could get you in trouble. Was he black? I do not think so. I think he was like Mexican or something. I'm pretty sure he was like a Mexican kid. And he literally got caught, and it was like, oh shit. It was like destiny. There was a whole ass cop talking about the dangers of drugs, and Marcus is like, I can't wait to get home and play Pokemon. I mean, true. I mean, you're not wrong. Man, I didn't do drugs in the first place. I didn't care to learn about it. I was literally sitting there like, yeah, don't do drugs. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna do it anyways. Blah blah blah. I want to go home. That was me, man. That was me. I can ride my bike on this? Okay. Oh, wrong one. That's depressing. Dude, it's genuinely so like funny because it was like the perfect timing. We went into the class. I saw him whip it out, and he was like passing around. He was like giggling. He was like. He was like passing it around, giving it to his friends, and they were like taking swigs right before the teacher comes in, and then the teacher was just like, all right, for this one we're gonna bring in officer, you know, whatever the fuck his name was. I forgot his name. I don't remember his name. I'm not gonna say his name because that would give away my school. I'm pretty sure. He probably doesn't even work there anymore. I don't know. And he was just like, he's gonna point out like how like they find out or what ways people conceal these things and whatnot. And then all of a sudden he walks in, and then he talks about the paper bag thing, and then boom, he like sees it. He's like, just like that one over there. And I was like, oh shit. Took my Game Boy Color to the assembly. Bro, I used to bring my DS to school all the time, and I'd play Pokemon all the time. I was one of the, oh, my Lodic, what are we doing?
Iris makes her dramatic entrance because this time around she is the champion of.
Chad, I am gonna have to get off pretty soon.
About blow up. This was so cool to see.
I gotta go out again with the
send out their Dragonites for a PWC battle, and like always, Iris's Dragonite is on that timing. Had Dragonite looking back at Ash like, "Hey man, I'm not too sure about this one." Dragonite got a direct hit with Dragon Rush, then a headshot with Thunder Punch, so Dragonite retaliated with Hurricane, blocking Ice Beam and blowing a hole through the ceiling. Dragonite took Dragon Rush, so Ash switched him out for Dracovish. Alright Dracovish, let's go! He charged right into Dragon Rush and ate it, then took him out with Ice Fang. Iris's next Pokemon is her ace.
He fought
Haxorus.
Iris in the
Again, crazy glow up, but realistically, the champion wouldn't be rocking an unevolved Pokemon as their ace. Well, that's ironic. Dracovish got 2-tapped by Dragon Pulse and Psycho Cut, so now it's all up to Dragonite. She uses Dragon Dance, then Dragon Claw, but Outrage stopped that immediately, and to make matters worse, when the confusion kicked in, bro slammed his head onto the ground and got rid of it. This dude is a crackhead at heart. Ref, do something. Iris did her little dragon telepathy thing and gave Dragonite a confidence boost. So Dragonite used Hurricane on herself to not only block Psycho Cut, but used Dragon Pulse to create a bigger Hurricane and used Make It Rain with that Drake. Now we in the Masters 8. Again, and Iris has to go up against Cynthia in the first round. Now, a lot of people thought that Cynthia was gonna wash Iris, but I still held out hope. I wasn't expecting her to win or anything, but I knew she was going to put on a show. First up is Gastrodon versus Excadrill, and everybody's looking at Iris like, what are you doing? Gastrodon sets up Rain, and Excadrill uses Metal Claw, and she told her to handle that. Literally, that's what she said.
Gastrodon, handle it.
Excadrill sat
Bro
through
straight
Muddy
up
Water,
said,
then
okay.
used Drill Run, but Acid Armor came in clutch. Gastrodon used Muddy Water again, so Excadrill planted himself to tank it, then used Horn Drill, pushing through Muddy Water and getting the knockout. Next up is Milotic, and she embarrasses Excadrill. And it doesn't help that Cynthia's aura farming while he's being violently pressed up against the wall. Now we got Iris's Black Air Force Dragonite. Fresh out the Pokeball, he said, "It ain't nothing majestic about this beach stew you about to eat. Eat these, eat these, eat these." Milotic responded with disarming voice and the kiss of death. Or in this case, the head of death. Nope, I don't like how that sounds. Iris's final Pokemon is Haxorus. He breaks through Disarming Voice and Hydro Pump and turns Milotic into
Hey, a lot of
tower on
Pokemon
a
fans would actually
clothesline.
like it.
Oh, that
Head
was
of
nice.
the head
But
of
we know
death from
Cynthia.
Milotic.
She is not fake.
The freaks.
The pace slows down. The music changes.
The speakers got here. What about the speakers? What are the speakers? What do they do? Do you like your speakers? I don't like. What do you want what do these speakers do, man? You gotta tell me. I don't really know what that means.
And then
Clover, that's
Cynthia
fucking
pulls
ridiculous,
out
man. That's fucked
the
up.
Drake. Okay, I know I'm glazing Cynthia in an Iris video, but come on, man. You gotta admit, that was cool. Garchomp used Draco Meteor, so Haxorus used Outrage to power through it, and they start throwing
damn it, Davis,
hands.
Milotic
Oh
is
yeah!
annoying.
Oh yeah! That's what I like to see! Haxorus dealt with the confusion, and it was looking like Iris had a chance, but Cynthia wanted to take it a step further. See, what people didn't know is that Cynthia not only had a
have a counter
Draco,
for this, bro.
she had a Draco with a switch. Again, not trying to glaze Cynthia, but you gotta admit, as the franchise gained more aura, so did she. But hey, just cause your opponent got a power boost don't mean you don't still got a chance. I mean, look at 2011 Dirk. Both sides are going band for band until Haxorus gets a point
There we
blank
go,
Dragon
crit.
Pulse off, but that
Thank
was
God.
just a light
Holy
snack for
fuck, I almost
Garchomp.
shit
So
myself.
to end the fight, Haxorus uses Dragon Pulse on Draco Meteor, but he did not win the fight. And I'm
Damn.
not even mad. They gave this girl a baby Axew, a disobedient Excadrill, and a Dragonite with a Rico and said, go make it work. And guess what she did? She made it work! And that's what we're gonna have to call.
I mean, yeah, she's the dragon tamer. That's like her whole bit. That's like her whole thing. That's like what she does. She like tames dragons. Like that's what she does.
Next time. Peace.
That's like what she does. That's like her whole getup. That's actually perfect timing. I just beat the Milotic in the battle. All right, chat. I'm gonna get going. I gotta get ready to go do things with my extended family. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope. I pray. I hope. I was supposed to get on yesterday, but I didn't get off work till really late. So, yeah, I apologize for that. They kept me there. But thank you guys for the stream today and all the donations, by the way. We got 31 members. That is insane. 31 members. That's a lot. Thank you guys so much. Bye.